remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw enough. Break bread with my people, we gon' pour it up. If your price too high, you ain't been lowing up. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel
Yeah. Ooh wee.
Let me hear you when God did his job.
Ooh wee.
Let me hear you with God on your
Yeah.
side.
Ooh wee. I was. Ooh wee. My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick and vitamin, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my scene like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands. Look alive, what's the business? Ooh,
What it do? What it do?
God did it, ooh wee.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
God did it, ooh wee.
Let me hear you if you still feel
Yay. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Let me hear you with God on your side.
Ooh wee.
I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I do wanna say that I'ma stand on 10, work hard, ask for mercy for the things I did.
All right, let's do it.
Thinking about the climb to the top, how it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props, cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real.
Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee.
Hey.
God did it, ooh wee.
How y'all feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Y'all good? We Gucci, right? We Gucci. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. All right. W's in the chat. What is good? What is good? Welcome in, everyone. Happy Thursday. We are back. We are back. Only bands in the building. Z Gamer in the house. What's good? What's good? What up, Joshua Woods? Are you related to Tiger Woods? No, just kidding. Just kidding. What up, Price Action Kev in the building? Energy is here. Let's go. Let's go. What is good? What is good? Clubhouse, how we feeling? OGH in the house. What up, Carlos, Danny Cash, DJ Scratchers? All right. Squad is in the building. Squad is, I can't even read it. I can't even read it, gang. Oh, late. Oh, man. What up, Gareth? Good to see you, bro. Valerio in the building. Yeah, that's good. The Big M is in the house. The Big M. What's good? What's good? What up, Ben? We got all Bens here today. Ben Smith, Ben Bennett. Yep. Benjamin. Yeah, Benjamin. Let's go, Yankees. The Big M is kind of like Ben. Kind of like Ben. All right, what time we got? 8:37? All right, we're good to go. All right, baby. Y'all ready? You ready to be the best version of yourself today? Yeah, the one that God created you to be? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll begin our session here today. Let's do this. Father God, we thank you for another moment in time that we can gather together, Lord. It is truly divine. I pray a blessing over each and every person in here, Lord. I pray that you would continue to instill the good thoughts and words and habits to allow them to become their greatest self, their 10.0 version of themselves, the one that you created them to be. I pray a blessing on them right now, no matter, regardless of what season they're in. I pray you would meet them right there, Lord. Hold their hand and walk them to exactly where they need to be. We thank you for showing up here every single day and walking us to victory, and we just give you all the glory for the work that's being done here. We thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Y'all ready? 10.0 version, baby. 10.0 version. Give me 1 sec. I just got to do something real quick on my headset. 1 moment. All right, cool. All right, I think we're good. There he is, Benjamin. Let's go, Yankees. All right, let's do this, man. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see y'all. Welcome back to another New York live session. Today is Thursday. It is March 12th. So it's the 12th day of March here, and we're about almost midway through the month. It's been a great month here so far, and yeah, let's keep the good work going. Yeah. All right, let's talk about today. Today we have unemployment claims in front of us, so that's pretty much the only red folder. It just came out here at 8:30, as you can see right here. It looks like numbers, yeah, basically no change here. So we do have news all throughout the remainder of the day as the session goes on, but nothing too crazy. You know, all yellow folders, and it shouldn't be much of an issue here. So let's jump into it. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let me lower this music a little bit, and let's begin. Let me know about the music, if you guys kindly can. I don't want the music to be too loud here. Let me know. Tomorrow's Friday, yes. Yeah, that's right. We good? Philippe, we good? Philippe check. Yo, good? Are we good or what? I'm going to assume we're good if I don't hear anything. All right, I don't hear anything. Yeah? Good? Okay, cool. All right, let's get into it here. Let's talk about the price action in front of us today. So let's move over to gold. We'll take a look at the NASDAQ here in just a moment too, and let's see what we can come up with. So today we did close bearish, right? So we did close bearish there yesterday on yesterday's candle. We kind of are remaining above this zone here though, trying to pay pretty close attention to this range over here to the left, and it looks like we did not close below. So we have a rejection out of this candle here. Then you had this next candle close bullish, right? Yesterday's candle didn't really do much. We kind of closed up, you know, we broke our own high, broke our own low, but really didn't do much. The only one thing that we did do was stayed above this overall zone, right? So next candle comes down today. We start selling off. We break the daily lows here, and yeah, we're starting to reject out of there now. So are we beginning to reject out of these lows here, which is this area and this support, for us to potentially break the highs and continue moving up, right? I'm not too sure what the 4 hour is looking like. So let's take a look at that 4 hour candle. Let's see what this wick rejection is, and then we can kind of go from there. So wow, big rejection here off the 4 hour chart. So can you guys hear Kingston? I don't know, maybe you can. But look, we have this 4 hour support sitting right here. So it looks like this candle did on the daily candle. This is the rejection, right? So we did close with no top wick. We did close above the zone here, but again, with very little to no top wick. So I am bullish. I will be bullish here based off this 4 hour candle during this session, but just keep in mind we are we are closing with no top wick here. We still are bearish technically, even though we are rejecting. So anything could happen here as we cruise into this session. So let's take a look at the 1 hour, and let's see what the heck is going on here. So it looks like we have support sitting at 51.84 on the 1 hour chart. So we haven't really had much of a closure below there yet. There's also a bullish 4 hour candle in front of us. So we know that if this is the bullish move up, right, this could potentially be the bullish candle pulling, the 4 hour candle pulling back on that next candle, making a lower wick, and then continuing up here today. So does everyone understand that concept? You have a 4 hour candle that moved up. You have the next one that kind of pulled back a little bit here to make a lower wick. And now if we get some sort of bullish signs, right, then I think we can look to go long here today. So let's take a look at a 30-minute time frame real quick. 30 minute. Yeah, I want to see what we do as we approach these support levels here. So if we look at the 1 hour, these are also going to be support levels. Let's see if we end up rejecting it. 30-minute candle is bearish here. We do close below, right? And there is some clean traffic to the left, but being that that 4 hour candle is bullish, right, most likely going to want to wait for a range 2 or sells below 73 here today. So these are going to be your range 1 sells, I guess, right? Range 1 sells. These will probably be the best. So sells below 73 for me, and then depending on how this hour candle closes, right, if it closes back above the the zone here, then chances are we can maybe look for inverted celeries to take buys to move back up. But I'm open for both buys and sells today. It's just a matter of what these candles are going to do here on the lower time frame. But all in all, looks pretty good. Just got to wait it out a little bit here. So let's hang tight. I like sells below 73 though. Looks really, really good. A lot of clean traffic to the left. But if we do create any sort of supports or anything like that around these areas, like let's say we kind of come down here, we create support, then chances are that that's going to be our 4-hour low, and then we can look for buys to come up. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, if we get something like this, it would be great. Maybe a candle closing bearish followed by a bullish closure that doesn't really do much, and then we can look for the shorts below there again. Yeah, something like this. Something like that would be perfect here. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get it. If not, again, I want to stick with that bullish 4-hour candle. Although we closed with like little to no top wick, we still did close back above the range there, and we're likely to continue moving up, right? Especially if we break the high here. So that is that's that, man. That's that. So pretty straightforward. Nothing too confusing today. Let's see if that's going to be the 4-hour bottom wick, and if it is, we'll take the buys. If we want to re-break the low, chances are the 4-hour candle will go down, and then we can kind of take advantage of all this clean range coming down into like 47. Cool. Hey, how are you? What's up, Mooney? What up? What up? All right, that's that. So that is that. Let's go over to NQ here real quick, and let's take a look at the NASDAQ and see what's cooking over here. So let's move over to the daily, and the daily makes me giggle every day. So it's like a comedy show looking at the NASDAQ, especially on the higher time frames here. But all in all, we're still stuck, ladies and gents. So we're moving though, right? At least we're moving. It's like being in traffic, but at least the traffic's moving along a little bit, right? So at least you are getting decent moves up, decent moves down and whatnot. But man, just a very difficult time for direction here on NQ. So 4 hours. So daily again is bearish, but we got no top wick. We're all rangy and stuff. The 4-hour candle did close with no top wick on the on this bullish candle here. So I would expect a bit of a fake out. We've been moving down quite a bit here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 1 hour. 1 hour's driving down here pretty well. You still got a lot of clean range to go. So I want to stay bearish here if possible today. Maybe look for a little pullback or something like that we can find a resistance at. But other than that, sells below look pretty good. You got a lot of clean range to continue moving down. It's just a matter of, do we get a little bit of a break and retest? Something like this, right? And then we could probably look for the sells to come down. So yeah, pretty simple on NQ today. Nothing too crazy. I probably take the buys somewhere down here versus trying to get them up here or anything like that today as well. So yeah, let's wait it out. Let's see where we go. The open is in about 40 minutes. So we'll wait on it. So let's get rid of this thingy majiggy. There we go. All right, cool. Any questions? That's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. 15 celery on gold. The one that was going against the 4-hour. Is that the one? Oh yeah, we took these sells last night too. So took sells here last night. Also took sells right here. Ended up taking a loss originally, and then price came up, reset itself. Finally gave that candle a top wick. Same exact confirmation candle, right? Just like an inverted celery, and then took the sell on the break of the low there. So good trade. Good trade. A lot of pips. It's like 300 pips was my goal. Yeah, I actually closed like around like 280 pips on that trade. Yeah, I was trying to see if we can come all the way down for 51.40 there, but epic trade last night. I think I dreamed about this in my sleep. Yeah, which 15-minute salary are we talking about? This one right here. 30-minute salary, 15. Let me see, 15. Yeah, I'm not sure which one, but all right, cool. Yeah, we'll wait it out here. We'll wait it out like we always do. Let's go to. Am I tripping, or was that on GC? Okay, we were doing the analysis here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll probably go back to trading the GC chart now that Top Step has allowed it. But yeah. Might be a stupid question, but on XAU USD, I see current price at 73. Yeah, you're going to have different price points if you're trading forex versus futures. So the price action will most of the time be the same, but yeah, sometimes the price itself will be different. So that's normal. Yeah, it's just normal. What up, Alpha Seti? How we feeling? How we feeling? Clubhouse, how we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Right back. Right back. What do we say when we got off stream? Hey, next best setup, we'll get it right back. No problems, no problems. What you guys do in London? Anything good? I had my chart set up exactly the same. Beautiful. Let's go, Ron. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we'll see Goldie popping out here. 4 hour trying to come back up. So a lot of clean range to go on the 4 hour here today as well if we want to move up. I think that daily's bullish. No, daily's bearish. So daily's bearish technically, but again, keep in mind what I said in the breakdown. We're still above that overall like zone here, which is probably the most important zone. So just keep that in mind. We could definitely move up today. All right, we'll see what we want to do. We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes. The first Asian session. What time? Let me see here. I think oh yeah, 8:45. Yep. Yeah. How could I forget? How could I forget? So you know we gotta. It's funny how like the data knows it all, right? The data knows everything, and you know it just goes to show you again like. Your data is the most important thing. Like, I do agree. Like, if a good setup is there, you got to take it. But sometimes, like at 8:45, where the data doesn't show you like good results necessarily, it's okay to stay out or at least size down. So luckily, I did size down on that trade, but ultimately, maybe we could have avoided it and just waited. Second Asian trade was the same as the first. Same exact thing as the first. It was just now we had the opportunity. So look, first trade was here. You had this candle closed below. Let me show you on the 15 minute. So first trade was sitting right here. Well, let me just do this. Okay. Right here. So this is the first trade. So first trade sits right here. And we look towards the fade, right? Or the inverted celery, where you have price is creating this zone right here. We have resistance. You have a candle that kind of pushed through the range with no bottom wick. You move up, you reject that zone. Next candle comes up, breaks the highs, and then closes like that. So does that look like a... What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So for me personally, nothing was wrong technically. Technicals, everything was really good technicals, especially from a 15-minute standpoint. It was more so timing, right? And again, that's where precision really comes into play, because that 8:45 candle a lot of time doesn't make the move, right? The one thing I did not like about the technicals was the 30-minute. So if I show you the 30-minute, you see that now. That I don't like. So that is another reason. That was another red flag here to basically tune it down or turn it down a little bit size-wise. And then the 15-minute candle, you know, looked good outside of 8:45. So that was pretty much the trade idea. Was can we now, after creating that resistance, right, come down, break this low, and give this candle a bottom wick, just like we always do, right? I mean, this is again, you want your losers to look just like your winners, okay? So what do? We wait for top wick, just like we always do. We set a sell stop on the break of the low, and we anticipate that this candle will come down and eventually give that candle a low, right? I mean, we've done this 100+ times here together. So that was the mission. Ultimately, that was what we were looking to accomplish there. But what happens? Within 1 minute, boom, we get activated, and then bam, look at that. So we get activated, we go a little bit into profit, candle closes, we close bearish, which is nice. So that means we stay in the trade, right? Stops are sitting somewhere above here. There's literally no reason to get out. We've closed below. We've closed bearish. We've broken the lows, right? We've got good stops up here. Zero reason to get scared and act like a pansy, right? But what happens? This candle closes the very next minute, first minute in the next candle. Boom, just straight up takes off. I think some like oil tank got bombed or something like that. Like all of a sudden you get this big run and we get stopped out. And you know what? I could live with that. I could live with that. I could live with the idea that that was a trade that I would normally take on any given day. I know my little correction I could have made. Stay at a 845. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Stay at a 845, right? That usually doesn't work too well. And then with that 30-minute, just a little choppy, I'm happy I sized down. So, yeah, very, very simple trade. You know, you got to execute when the playbook shows up. What happened after that? We waited a little bit, but then all of a sudden, you know, we just got off a stream. We're like, all right, you know, let's wait. If we do get something like that again, wait for this new 4-hour candle to make that wick on the top, and then see if we can get in again. So we did actually push up on the very next candle. That created our 4-hour top wick. By the way, the 4-hour candle closed like this. So you had a closure like this, and this what the new 4-hour candle now look like. So you see this big bullish candle here. Before we left the stream, we said, hey, look, remain bearish. Right, remain bearish. Wait for a 4-hour, because the 4-hour also closed below a range, right? So wait for that 4-hour candle to make a top wick, and then look for the sells again. So we were on it, right? So we were already looking for that. We were going to wait on this move. Basically, we got in on this 4-hour candle when it looked like this, and it ended up pulling back, stopping us out, right? So we said, okay, let's remain bearish. Let's wait for that new 4-hour top wick to get formed, and then if you get the price action later, step in and go ahead and take that trade, right? So what happens here? So a little bit later, we come back to the charts here. This candle moves and moves all the way up. It finally gives that candle a top wick. Look at that precision, right? Next candle pops a little bit, comes down. Let me go to the 30-minute time frame so I can show you where the trade was executed, right? You get that 30 closure just like that. Same exact closure we got on the first trade, right? But what did I do? Did I say, oh man, I'm scared now? I'm scared. The last time I got stopped out, that hurt. Oh my God, I didn't like that. No, I didn't. I said, okay, you know what? Just like earlier, this trade will win 7 out of 10 times. Let's run it here. So what happens? This next candle makes a top wick, and the entry is taken on the break of the low, and look at that. Full loss recovered. Full loss recovered. Just like that. Just by waiting patiently for candles, you know, and seeing the signs that you want. So partials were closed right here on the second trade. Once we got right back down into that area, and then we just continued to melt, and you know, I ended up holding all through this. I just didn't even look at the charts here. I just was hanging out with my wife. Boom, ended up holding all through that, and then bam, closed full right down here. So beautiful trade, beautiful comeback. Way to give it a second chance. Way to commit to the analysis and not quake and, you know, be like, oh my God, we lost the trade. All right, just stay in the hunt, man. Stay in the hunt. As I said, I don't think there's been a loss. Actually, I know there hasn't been a loss in the last 4.5 years that I haven't gotten back. Right? It's crazy. So when you take a lose, it's not. When you take a loss, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. You know, we're gonna get them back. We're gonna get them back, baby. So anyone have any questions here on the first trade or the second trade? Anyone? You gotta think in abundance, baby. Think in abundance. Think in abundance. No time for lack. No time for slack. And by the way, a lot of traders caught that too. So, you know, there's obviously traders who are in the clubhouse, maybe who are just learning, so they can't really, you know, see that trade right after the stream on their own, and that's fine. You know, they haven't earned that yet. They haven't went through the reps yet. They haven't, you know, put in the work like everybody else has yet, but they're doing that now. But anyone that has put in the work, right, and was, you know, has been cooking, they all were able to see that opportunity. They all were able to excel and really take that shot there after the loss and make all the money back. So great job. Discord was going crazy. I'll be honest, I didn't even see you guys taking the trade. Yeah, I was literally just hanging out talking with Anna, and I'm looking at this here, and I'm like, honey, gotta go. I just bounced on her. See ya. And then, yeah, executed the trade, and yeah, worked out well. Started looking at the Discord. I'm like, oh man, look at these guys. They're loading, baby. They're all looking at it. Look, yeah, this is the environment is so healthy here within the clubhouse, right? Look at 30 looking fire. Yup, I got some sell stops. Where are you guys targeting, right? Everything is already talked about. So even when we're not on stream, we're still getting it, still communicating, still locked in, right? Look at this. Close 55 pips for me. Nice 10 MGC. So everybody caught the same move, same exact entry. I was showing Anna this after all this conversation was had. I said, look at this, same exact entry, same exact thought. Every single person here. I think we all had same entries. Yup, right there on the break of that 15 low, on the break of that 30 low. Fully out now. Yeah, let's go. No signal needed. Shout out to Jay Coop. No signals needed, right? When you learn skill, you don't need signals. Whole gang on it. Yup. Yeah, this was awesome. Yeah, they were like, yo, you take it, bro. You take it. I didn't even know these guys were doing this. So I popped, I think I chimed in at some point. I was like, yeah, right here, yeah. Yeah, you already know, full loss recovered. So, yeah, great trade. Great opportunities. We'll see if we can get one here today. All right, 1 hour closure. We got a bullish closure here, so everything actually looks pretty good. 4 hour candle starting to move back up here. Let's see if we can get a decent low. Let this 1 hour candle take some time. It looks like we did close above the range here too. So let's see if we can get a decent bottom wick, just because we got resistance here on the 30, and then yeah, the buys are not looking bad here. Maybe a little structure, right? A little structure can help us here, whether it be like a 15-minute celery play or something like that to give us that 1 hour bottom wick. So keep in mind, this guy's still got no lower wick, so let's just be patient. Patient. Oh man, what up, DT Gamer? That's good. Green, how we feeling? Hey, how are you? Taking the trade. Yeah, okay, yeah, next time. I saw the trade, but I didn't get in because of how that candle closed so weak. Which one? The 30-minute? Yeah, so the weaker the candle was in that situation, the better from what I was looking at. So I was actually happy it closed pretty weak if you're talking about the bearish one. Yeah. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Will we come down and make a lower wick? I don't know, but just be careful with the 30-minute resistance here. Right, everything looks good on the 4 hour, but it's a little choppy, so I think we can get a better lower wick on this 1 hour candle. What up, C Melly? How are you, bro? How are you? All right, let me move along here on the chat. I was yapping too much there. I got pushed back here. What up, Cam? Cameron in the house. What's good? Does the onion have a higher win rate than the inverted celery? I believe. Hold on one sec. Let me just check here. Onion, yeah, I think. See, the onion has much more trades, so that's where the onion comes in. So inverted celery has an 89% win rate. Onion has an 88. But my thing here is that the onion has so many more trades. See, 171, 172-ish, where the inverted celery only has like almost 60. So, yeah, it's got more than like triple. More than triple. So, yeah, you can't really compare them, but they both work really well. They're both very good quality setups. Especially when you line them up with the 4 hour. I lost 3 funded accounts due to no trigger of stop loss and TP. What should I do now? Just get another. What really can you do? You know, you can only do like 1 or 2 things. You can quit, or you can load up another account and make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Arrow Sassy in the building. Let's go. Get some arrows too, by the way. Yeah. It shall be an amazing Thursday, C. Melly. It shall be, brother. Here comes our lower wick. We should get a decent lower wick here on the 1 hour candle. Being that especially that 15, I think. Yeah, the 15's got no low here. So you might even see like a little push down, which I wouldn't mind here. I'd like for this to set up market structure wise in the 15 minute around like 9:30 for us. Has something happened in the Clubhouse chat with the Discord? I don't think so. I think it's good. I think it's good. The power of the Clubhouse, baby. Yes. For range 1, range 2, once we break out range 1, can we take the onion thereafter? Does it count as a range 2? No. So if it breaks into range 1, can you take it? Like, I'm trying to picture it. I'm trying to picture it here. Okay, range 1, range 2. So let's say you're looking for a range 2 sell. You get a closure. And then the onion. All right, let me see. So I'm guessing you're probably thinking of it like this, right? Where you come down and then you create this. Yeah? And then a closure below. Is that what you mean? I think so. I think so. If that's what you mean, then yeah. If you see that here, you can take that trade. Ideally, let me tell you a couple. Should I tell you guys? I don't know, man. Maybe we should keep it a secret. Maybe we should keep it a secret. I'm just messing with you guys. Let me tell you a couple other things to look for here. So let's say that this candle here has a bearish like this, right? So what you want to see here is these are things that you can add to your confluence, right? Let's say that this candle breaks the low, right? That's a really good sign that liquidity is down there. And then let's say that this wick up here breaks the high. So what happens here is sellers get activated down here, late sellers, and then buyers get activated right here. So sellers would be wrong, right? Because they'd be too late on the bearish move, especially if the move was coming down from here. They get sniped out. Buyers would be wrong as well because they think it's a bullish candle, and yeah, they would be right, but the issue is it's still below the range, right? So a lot of times this candle will wick up, activate the buyers, and then drive down, and that's why whenever we get into the trade right here, it just boink straight down. The reason for that is because the liquidity has already been grabbed. So it's already been grabbed by the sellers, already been grabbed by the buyers. So once you get this next candle that, you know, makes a top wick or whatever, after this bearish closure, that candle usually flawlessly moves down without any sort of struggle, right? Because liquidity has been grabbed here and it's been grabbed here. All right, that's honestly too much sauce. Like, it really is. Like, I can't believe I just told you guys that. I hope you were listening. Damn, you guys got it too easy. You could just rewind it. We keeping secrets now. Yeah. I was going to keep that one in the clubhouse. Been double slapped a few times. Yo, just like a whack, right? Just two of them. And you know what happens a lot of times? The sellers get in on that last example, and then when the candle closes bullish, they close their sells and they get in the buy, you know? So they get like double slapped up. I've done that too, where like you get that bearish, you enter really late on the bearish candle. Who's ever done this? Like, you got a bearish move that comes down, and then here you are, ooh, it's definitely going to keep selling, right? And then you enter in the sell only for price to kind of move back up, right? And it moves back up. It looks something like this. Boom. Let me do green. I like the way the green looks, actually. Yeah, you come back up, and because you got activated down here on the sell, and now the candle closes bullish, you're like, damn, you know what? Let me take a buy instead, right? But again, you don't realize that the bullish candle's remaining below a range. So you get in, right? Thinking like, all right, let me close the sell, get in on the buy, and then the buy pops up, right? And then bam, it looks something like this. And then you're like, I knew it. I was right all along. I should have just kept my sells, yeah? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. How many of you guys have done that? I've done that. Look, sometimes you gotta go through this to begin to learn it, you know? And that's why I'm like, man, some of you guys are pansies sometimes when you lose. You're like, you're crying about the loss. Meanwhile, you just didn't even realize how it happened and why it happened, right? You gotta, you know, if you're crying about losses, then you're obviously not learning from them. So you gotta learn. You gotta learn, man. Come on, man. Joe Biden voice. Oh, man. I did that most of the trades. Yeah, it happens. It happens. It truly happens. What's up, Ken Hart? I was not in the Asian session, but I have some following questions. So you guys talked about trading hours like a business, like keeping the trading only to certain times, let's say the stream times. How do you balance that with waiting for another setup after taking a loss and then staying in front of the charts? Yeah, it does make sense. So if you heard what I said too, like I actually wasn't on the charts. So I had actually just got off of Asian. Remember the plan that we talked about? So when we left the Asian session, we drew up a plan, right? So let me go show you. So I want you to see, this was where we left off in Asian last night. So we took those sells, we got stopped out, and this is how the 4-hour candle closed. Just like that. All right, just like that. So the plan leaving Asian session last night was simply to stick to the bearish bias, right? Because number one, we were remaining below here, but we also closed below here, right? So the idea was, although we rejected, we could remain bearish, being that this candle closed below the range. So we talked about waiting on a top wick, right, for the next 4-hour candle. So I knew that that was probably going to take 15 to 30 minutes. So again, it's not like you have to sit at the chart the entire time and wait, right? I left. I was hanging out in the other room. I open up my laptop. I see, okay, you know what? We're starting to get the 30-minute to look like we want it to look like. So that's when I kind of come back into my office and I take a look, right? And because I have the skill, because I understood the analysis, because I already waited, and then I seen something that aligned up with that analysis, I decided to come back into the office, open up my charts, and then look for that selling opportunity. So it's all about skill, right? Again, you almost cannot tell me, yo, Nick, don't overtrade, because you guys know I'm not going to overtrade in a way where it's going to hurt me, right? I'm not going to just take trades because I can't hold myself back. If I take 3 or 4 or 5 trades in a day, chances are I can explain them all to the T. The analysis, the thought process, the reasonings behind them, the partials, everything, right? So once you're skilled up, you can begin to take trades whenever. Now, once you're skilled up, you'll realize that there aren't that many trades, right? A+ trades that are even out there. So it doesn't really end up happening. But if it does, then it just means that there was some really, really good setups. And my goal as a trader, because I'm trying myself to get, not trying, I'm doing it every day, marching towards the 8-figure trader, right? So as someone that is an 8-figure trader and moving in that direction, I understand my mission and I understand how to use the skill. So I will show up and just look for the next best trade regardless of what happens, whether I took a win or a loss, whether it was 30 minutes ago or 3 hours ago. Like, you can use that skill set. Now the problem is most traders don't have the skill, right? So their version of doing that is much different than my version of doing that. So again, none of this works unless you actually know what you're doing. So once you know what you're doing, your business can stay open a little bit longer, and you may not have to just sit at the front desk the whole time, right? It's kind of on autopilot. Again, I knew what I was looking for. I waited for it to set up, and then once it's set up, as the 8-figure trader, as the professional, I just confidently step back in. Yeah, but again, if you're still new and if you're still working on that skill set, then you may not want to do that. You may just want to watch those positions play out. You know, take note of them, mark them up as if you took them, and then, you know, you'll continue to get your reps in that way. My monthly salary is $170. How can I join the clubhouse? I think the clubhouse is oh yeah, you're gonna need like 10 more bucks. Yeah, you're gonna need at least like 10 more. Yep. That's, you know what? That's a you solution. That's a you solution. It's not a problem. It's a solution. And it's on you. My guy, right? That's on you to figure out. You know, when I was busted and broke and I had to, you know, pay for things and, you know, look to spend time with Mr. V and get over there. So like, I just had to figure it out, right? I had to figure out a way to win. So that's what I would encourage you to do, is just find a way to win, bro. Find a way to win. You know, if your monthly salary is 170 and you're not happy with that, then you got to step it up. You got to find other ways to generate income. If there's a mentor or some sort of mentorship that you cannot afford, you got to find a way to afford it, right? Instead of saying I can't afford it, why don't you start saying, how can I afford it? How can I get myself in there? How can I, you know, invest into my future? What can I do to raise an extra 150 or 160 or whatever it is a month, so that way I can get myself in those rooms to find out the answers I need to win at another level. So yeah, it's just, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry. Let's see, what can we look for? We're just going to wait here. So I think everything looks good to continue moving bullish. We got a 15 closure coming up, and let's see how we close. It's 9:15 here. So yeah, we might be interested in these buys. All right, that's a pretty good 15 closure here. So the 30-minute is still open. We can wait for that, but I think if we get a decent lower wick here on the 15, we can probably execute off of that. If not, we can always wait on the 30-minute time frame for extra confirmation, you know, before we enter a trade. He said, rob the liquor store. I don't know what you got to do, but you just got to do something. I always say, if you're down to your last little like idea, just dress up really nicely and stand outside your local supermarket or your busiest traffic light and just ask people for help. Ask them for help. I'm sure they'll help you. Just clean yourself up, put on a nice outfit, smile. You'll be all right, man. Easy. That's easy. 150. Let's go, Mr. Playbook. There you go. No excuses. I like it. I like it. How do you consistently make monthly like 2,000 from trading prop firms, say thought process and approach? Yeah, I think that's what it is actually. It's thought process, right? My thought process is, this is easy. All I need is 5 days at 150 plus and I can get paid. Too easy, right? Or okay, my goal, like especially the top one stuff, like okay, I got to get to 3,000. If I could just get to 3,000 by taking good quality setups, I can take $2,200. Perfect. So I perceive it in a different way. I remember I used to fail challenge accounts all the time, but that's because I thought it was like impossible to succeed. So notice how when I thought it was impossible, it was. When I thought it was easy, it was, right? So again, it's all your perception and perspective on it. So if you can understand the logic behind it, is like, oh yeah, 150 for 5 days payout. That's all you need to focus on if you're trading Top Step. If you're trading like Top One or something, or Tradeify or any of these other firms, find out how to win the game, right? Okay, what do I need? And then what do I get? So if I'm gonna make 2,000, what do I need to get to make that 2,000? Now that's your overall goal. Doesn't mean you have to get there today or tomorrow. It's just that's what you have your sight set on. So if it takes you a week or 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, it's okay. You can still get yourself paid. The problem is when people start rushing it, they're mad it didn't happen in a day or a week or that first week or second week. So they try and rush it. And the thing is, they just can't stay consistent enough, right? I think I finally figured it out. Traders just cannot stay consistent long enough. It's that simple. It really is. You get tired of doing the boring, mundane stuff. And I feel bad because you're right on the brink of breakthrough, right? Most traders are like right there. They just can't stay steady, right? It's kind of like me and my golf game right now, right? The 18 holes is a long game. And I could stay pretty dialed in, right, for the first 9, 10, 11. But if I was a pro and they were talking on ESPN about my golf game, they would say, man, Nick is on fire on that first 9. But that back 9, he really needs to work on it. He really needs to work on it. He doesn't take it as serious, right? Because it's not easy, right? It's not easy to remember to focus on every shot, to focus on your backswing, to focus on the club face, right? To do all this stuff but it's necessary, right? To be a pro. Like they said in the Tiger Woods documentary, they said the guy just didn't make an error. Like he just didn't hurt himself. And that goes a lot in trading too. Like most traders just hurt themselves. Like I do on the golf course sometimes, where I don't take my time. I don't truly consider every shot the most important shot of the game. And I just, I crack jokes and have fun or whatever. But like this happens in golf. It happens in trading where the setup, and Anna was asking me this yesterday. She said, why do you think the failure rate's so high? And I was saying, it's not because people don't know what to do. It's just that they can't stick with it long enough because it's boring, it's mundane, it's not exciting, it doesn't equal their goal right away. So, yeah, they follow it for a day or 2 days or 5 days, but eventually they crack. And if they could just stop themselves from breaking at that point and just continuing on, they would all run into like new levels in their trading. So again, a lot of it is just not staying consistent. It's not that people don't know what to do. It's just that they don't do it long enough for the success to actually accumulate. So if that's you, I'm talking to you today, my friend. And I believe you can go longer. I believe you can go, I could believe you can get more serious. I believe you can take each trade more serious. Look at that bottom wick now. So a lot of you guys probably jumped in when this 1 hour candle threw like a little tiny weak bottom wick, right? And then, all of a sudden you get in on the break of the high. You don't even see a pip of profit and just straight down, So it's like those impatient moves or just those just silly decisions that we make all the time as a trader tend to hurt us more than anything. Don't trade and drive? Yeah, don't. All right, who we got in the clubby? What's good, squad? What up, Rafi? Positive Mind. What up, Tony? What up, Marvin? Rich, how we feeling? What's up, Travis?
Brother.
What up, Rafi?
How you feeling,
bro? Great, man. Great.
How you doing?
Excellent.
Love to hear.
How you
How we
doing?
doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube? Hey, how are ya?
How we doing? How was?
Blessed.
Did you go to London or no?
Nah.
That boy got some sleep.
Magnus haven't given me a deal, so.
Oh, no deal yet. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nah.
Gotcha.
No, I'm just gonna stick to my schedule on Friday, and it is what it is,
It is what it is. Friday, London. I got it.
Yep.
Friday, London.
What do you guys do in London today? Anything? Any action?
Let's see. I don't know. Hope you're doing great. I took an L and Q trade. Let's take a look. All time frames at target. Range 2 buys for the 4 hour to move up. Okay. Only issue is the current 1 hour had no bottom wick. Current 1 hour. Okay, this guy right here. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, not bad, man. You waited for so you didn't take this buy. You waited for the second closure above. Got in on this candle. Did you get in on the bullish candle? I think so. Yeah, got in on the bullish candle. Yeah, I like this. This is fine. Clean traffic to the left. Good trade. What time was this? Yeah, was this 1 hour had no bottom wick? Yeah, I don't think that's too much of an issue, especially after you've kind of already done your break retest here and kind of starting to move up. So, yeah, I like this trade. Good trade. Whoa, look at this candle now. 1 hour. Holy. Sheesh. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it. Like, I bet you when I was saying, man, that 1 hour is probably going to make a low and whatnot, you're probably like, man, come on. It's already got a low, right? And you just get in right there. Look at that. You barely see any bit of not even a pip of profit right there, right? So it's like you got to be patient. And sometimes you're like, well, that looks like a good wick. I've seen wicks like that before. And like, okay, you might be right, but did you see it all form in the first 30 seconds and then break the high? Like, there's more to it than just the look of it, right? So yeah, the wick was probably not the worst. I think it was like right here. But it all happened in less than a minute, right? And anytime that type of stuff happens, it's usually bad news, right? Usually price is not gonna go that way. So you gotta have patience, just patience. It's a new 1 hour candle. What's the chances it's gonna make the full move in the first 3 minutes, right? So it really comes down to this thing is a waiting game. Good morning from the Panhandle. Let's go. How do you mark up your levels? Go to the first like 10 minutes of every live stream and you can see. It'll do much better of an explanation than I could now. Just go watch all my breakdowns. Every single stream, we do a top-down analysis. If you go watch 10 of them, you'll know exactly how I do my levels. Yeah, Trump. Yeah, I think last night too we got hit on that one push because like some like news came out as well. So that was like super awkward. All right, what will we do here? What will we do? So this is a bit of a choppy range here. 4 hours just kind of confused. Again, this guy closed at almost no top wick, so it's struggling a little bit. Struggling. Do I use higher time frames? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I use 4 hour and daily for direction, and then 1 hour 30-15 for entry and like setups. Did I take any trades in Asian? Yeah, I took two trades. One was we explained them. One was I don't even know where it is now. Let's go over here. So yeah, yeah, one was right here. So took a sell right here, got stopped out. Sells right here. It was mainly off the 15-minute time frame. So right there. So took that sell, waited for that candle to close weak below the resistance, got in right here, took a loss, and then just waited it out, waited for price to come all the way up, have a new 4 hour candle, and took another sell right there, and then took this trade here for a winner. So two sells last night. Two sellies. Stephen B, how we feeling? How we feeling? Let me see something here too. I was gonna point out as well the fact like the winner and the loser, right, basically looked almost identical. Same exact concept. The only difference is really the time, right? Like 8:45, you're kind of at the tail end of a, creeping towards like the last hour of a 4 hour candle, and then the other trade, right, which was a little bit after the 4 hour candle, works out so smoothly, right? Why is that? It's all about timing, precision, and whatnot. So let me see. Can I find it? I don't think I can find it. Yeah, I think I screenshot both of the setups here. Oh yeah, right here. So notice how they were both pretty much the same exact move, right? You had this candle here, reject, boom, kind of closed below resistance over there to the left. Entry was on the break of the low right there, stopped out, right? But then if you come down here, you'll notice basically the same exact move, right? Entry was taken right here, break of the same exact kind of low, right? And stops are kept above and then just drove down. So these, again, you want your losers to look just like your winners. That's how you know you're staying on pace, staying on the right course, and following your playbook. If this trade looks nothing like a winning trade that we would normally take, all right, that's a bad trade. But This looks just like the ones that we win. Kind of looks very similar to this one too. It's a little bit different, right? So yeah, they both looked very, very similar. They were both the same setup, which was inverted celery pretty much, or fade or whatever. And yeah, one worked, one didn't, and that's probability, right? That's legit, pure like example of probabilities and trades that, you know, work and don't work that both look the same. Yo, the second one was great. Yeah, it really was. It really was. The first one would have been great too if it won, you know? Everyone would be like, oh man, that was a great trade. We had one guy say, oh, it was a terrible trade. Terrible? Terrible. I don't know about terrible. Maybe it was losing. Maybe we lost some money on it. You know, maybe it didn't go the way we wanted it to, right? I mean, okay, yeah, but terrible. Terrible. Come on. You know I don't take terrible trades. I don't do terrible trades. Can you see the London I take the fade? Yeah, what time? What time? Should I switch to futures because I'll end to the 4-hour close? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't have to, but you can. If any of you guys are trading forex outside of the U.S., we got a code now with Dominion Markets, so you guys can open up certain accounts and have no commissions and whatnot. I forget what the link is, but I think Nightbot got it. But yeah, let me know. You can hit me up too, DM me. I'll send you the link to it. Do I trade all sessions? I trade New York and Asian. I don't really trade London that much anymore. I used to, but not as much anymore because we added another child to our whatever we got going on over here. Our family farm that we got going on over here. So we added another little kid. So that kind of ties me up at night sometimes. Made a lot of money just by waiting. Me too, man. Me too. A lot of money just by waiting. Everyone said making money was so difficult. I don't see where they were coming from. I really don't.
If they can wait, it becomes difficult.
Okay, what time we got? 9:30. So we don't really have much unless we get a top wick here. If we can get that top wick, great. If not, then there's nothing. Literally. Damn. Look at them buyers. Oh, man. That's tough. That's real tough. All right, we got nothing here. We got nothing. U.S. residents, no broker as far as really safe long term. Hold on. Would you say for U.S. resident, no broker so far? Yeah, I just use Tradeovate. I think Tradeovate's pretty good. I haven't had much of an issue. Withdrawals are good. Deposits are good. Yeah, pretty straight. I think I only dealt with slippage a couple times. So took this trade in London. Let's see, the 4-hour was bullish, 30-minute was bearish, 15 was closing below support. I don't know why, but the picture's not loading for some reason. Yeah, can you try and resend it? Yeah, for some reason it's not loading. Oh yeah, C-Trader. I don't know if I don't even know if we can use C-Trader in the US with any of those brokers. Yeah, Rafi, what you got going on today? Anything?
Today, what day is today? Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
I got the gym and Asia session. Last one of the week.
Busy schedule.
Yeah.
Damn, no, last Asian of the week?
Yeah, yes, Thursday.
Bro, these weeks fly. They fly by.
Dude, what just happened?
Crazy.
Maybe we'll see Magnus there tonight.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Bro, you always say maybe, bro.
Hey, by the way, if you guys
he's in the house and Johnny, they're both
here?
in the house.
All right, let's get them up. Hey, if you guys missed yesterday's live stream, I would highly recommend you go back and rewatch that live stream. Go through it, grab a notebook, take really good notes, man. Yesterday's live, I got probably 12 to 13 DMs about how certain whatever feedback or takeaways were really considered there yesterday, and I have a good feeling that if you applied what we talked about yesterday, you're gonna continue to win big.
Let's go.
What's up, boys? How are you? What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
Morning.
Popping.
Let's get it. Jack, morning.
How we doing? How we feeling?
Amazing, bro. Great.
So, Asia tonight?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it, bro.
What is there to think about, bro? It's the last one.
If I do, I'll just wake up at 3. There's no more sleeping after, because otherwise it's like 1 hour sleep, and yeah.
Well, don't sleep. Just meditate
I'll probably just go gym.
for an hour. Just like
in between.
meditation.
Let's do a little gym.
Yeah,
Let's do a little
right.
gym. Hey, that's what I would do. I would always do like London and then straight to the gym. Remember that? Just because if I
Exactly.
didn't, if I
That's
didn't,
what I'll do too.
you might not see me in New York. I remember I used to make you guys wait. Remember that? I'd be like, hey guys, I mean, we got a couple more minutes. Let's wait for a closure, because the gym back then opened at like 5. And we would get
that's
off
right.
at like 4. And I'm like, this hour I could.
Yo, remember that one time you got locked out?
Sometimes.
Oh yeah. I got locked out of my house.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's
Waiting
right.
in the chat, yeah.
I left
Bro.
after London, went to the gym before New York, came back, couldn't get back in the house. Everyone was out cold sleeping.
Yo, I actually think we spend around until like 5 or 4:30 every single session almost.
Yeah, we kind of did. And then until you guys caught on, like, yo, are you just making us wait because you're trying to kill time before you go to the gym? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
The people from US.
Subconsciously, I might be. I don't know. You could take that one up in my subconscious mind.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Gems. How are you, bro?
Man.
How are
John
you?
will be like, yo, that's funny.
What's the good word, Magnus? What you reading, bro? What book you on now?
Leadership.
Yeah, what is it?
Hey, Maxwell, yeah?
Leadership. John C. Maxwell, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff right there.
Love it.
Yeah, John Maxwell
sir.
books are great.
Those are fire. That's my third one of his really, really great books.
Bro, I've been working in this one book all year. It's the Power of the Imagination. So it's basically like 10 Neville Goddard books all in one book.
Yeah, in one.
Yeah,
I saw that book in your garage. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've been going through it and studying it and learning a lot, baby. Learning a lot.
Yeah, I see that on the story. I caught the gems too. I was like, damn, let me get a screenshot of that.
Not gonna lie, in the past like 4 years, I've really learned a lot. Like I thought I really learned a lot in the 10 years prior, but man, oh man, the last 4 years have just been incredible.
Damn. Yeah.
All right, 9:30 got nothing for us. Nada. Unfortunately, would have liked that. Would have liked it. Do I have books in my garage? I got books everywhere. I got to get my books more organized. You know, I've always
2 boxes of books.
I've always kept books around everywhere just in case I wanted to read. So, but now I got them I got books in like every room. I got bookshelves in like every room in the house.
Bro literally got like upstairs there's like 200 books. Downstairs they're like 20. I don't even.
Yeah.
And some other rooms there's like 5.
Yep. You have like 1 or 2 just scattered around the garage just in case you're hanging out chilling and
That's
you want to learn something.
Yeah. I love it.
London Fade at 9:30. What time is that?
But that's like 3. 3:15. Yeah.
London.
That was the
Fade.
same we took there. Not a fade, but it was an inverted celery though.
Okay. Right
Yeah,
here?
we took that.
Wait, buys or sells?
Wait,
London.
what? Oh, the time is back. Yeah, so time has been, it's 4:15
Oh,
on the
okay, I
15-minute
see.
time frame. Yeah,
4.
that's
Oh,
why.
right here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. We took it on the 15, so we took it higher up.
Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't know you guys took a trade last night.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice, dude.
It,
Okay.
we actually took 2.
Oh, nice.
But I was already in on that one. We
Mm-hmm.
hit like full TP, so it was like a session, and then we had re-entries down there, like a 15 breakout, where we moved into like 30 pips profit almost, and yeah, wanted it to run, but it came up and hit stops or break even, and
Nice.
some like
Damn.
mixed. Yeah.
Fades everywhere today. Asian.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
can we get a fade in New York? Come on.
Can we
Damn,
get
2
a fade?
trades in Asian, 2 in London. Can
Maybe
we get
right now.
give us a fade? Yeah, we might get this right here. If this candle closes like you're right, John. Like if this guy closes like somewhat bearish or even
Yeah, literally.
slightly
Bullish.
bullish or something, yeah, we might get that right here.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Nick, I think that was the longest trade of the year almost. We were in that for like an hour and a half
Really?
in London.
In this one here?
Yeah.
That was honestly
Yeah.
so, like,
It came back up, and you see, like New York, we kind of had that New York 930 trade where we closed bullish in the 15, but we still held the trade. Exactly
Yeah.
the same here. So
Oh,
we closed
yeah, right here.
15 bullish below range. We still held on to it, and yeah, it came back down, hit full TP.
Nice, dude. So was the stops up here or where were the stops at?
Yeah, we had them there first, and then I put it at like you see there's resistance over to the left.
Right here?
Like around right there, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Like
nice.
above those highs, like right there.
Beautiful.
When we kind of broke through the lows.
Lovely. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like we did man, three trades with this exact confirmation candle here today, just today.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
And isn't it
It's-
funny? Because that one looked exactly like the loss too.
It did.
And
it
the
did.
win.
And the win.
yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think about
Bro,
having
those
some
eight-
commentary? Well, me and John were talking. What if we had John every single week break down all of me and Magnus's trades taken on the streams? So that way, like, yeah, you get your explanation live, but what about like a fresh, almost like a evaluation, right, of our trades throughout the week that John could just upload on a Friday or something? I think that would
Damn,
be good.
John, that'd be fire.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we could also save because sometimes I'm not saying we waste a webinar, right? Because those are obviously extremely important, but that can also save us another webinar idea, and where sometimes we don't have to do like a weekly review or anything like that. So yeah, it seems like everyone would
yeah, I
like
love
it. Yeah,
that.
Clubhouse,
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll put it to work then. Yeah, we'll add it in.
We're gonna do it.
Incredible.
Dope. All right, great. Yeah, because that would be nice. Nice weekly reviews based off of my trades, just all the trades like called out. I don't know. You can maybe
All
like,
stream trades.
yeah,
That's
all
it.
stream trades. If
But,
there's
like, you won't see the sell Nick took that he won yesterday. You'll see the sell that we lost on.
yeah, we could do that. Yep. If you want to break that down, what do you guys want? What does the clubhouse want? Do you guys want like all the trades? Because sometimes if John wasn't there, then he may not give you the full extent of the breakdown. I mean, usually John knows exactly what we're doing, whether he was there or not. But yeah, we can do all of them, or we can do just the stream trades. It doesn't matter. I would definitely say if we
definitely
take any
stream trades.
losers off stream, then we can definitely like share those, because those you can learn a lot. The winners might just be regular winners, but I would say if we take any losses like off the stream, then those are probably going to be good ones to look at.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are new on YouTube today. They go, what? Did someone on the internet just actually say that? Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, we're not afraid of losses here, right? Like we're not afraid to tell you that trading is going to be the hardest thing you ever do. Yeah. Yeah. If you think it's going to be easy, it's really not, right? And you're going to lose here. You're going to be experienced in this game, and some days you're still going to scratch your head like, what? Like, what was that? Like, how did that happen? And not know what you're doing and be confused. Like, this is not an easy game. So just understand that. And all the lessons are typically learned in the losses. Like, all of you guys that are elite members, you know that if we're reviewing your trades, we spend way more time discussing the loss and mentality and all that behind it than we do on any wins. And if you've ever been to our webinars where we do our weekly or monthly trade breakdowns, we always highlight the losses. Like, maybe we don't go through all the winners, but we make sure we talk about all the losses, because look, that's where the lessons are learned. That's where you can identify different things and maybe see things from a different perspective, because when you're in the game and the lights are on, right, you have that like adrenaline almost, to where like you may not see certain things. So it's nice to step back week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, look at those losses, examine them all with a logic, in like some sort of a logical state, so that way you can kind of in a way see your blind spots, right? It's like the best form of like self-mentorship, if you can, you know, really take the time serious at the end of the week to review your trades and give yourself honest feedback. And sometimes you need the feedback from somebody else, which if you can get that, great, but you know, we don't all have that privilege. I didn't have that privilege. You know, a lot of you guys do have the privilege because you have me, Magnus, or John to review those trades, but yeah, try and get some second set of eyes on them too, so that way you can learn a little bit that maybe help you not take that loss again. I hate to lose a trade, but I've learned to do so much. Yeah. You know what I hate worse than losing one trade? Losing two. And usually, like, when I hate to lose a trade, I'm like, I don't want to lose, and I go to try and win another trade, and I lose again.
That's the worst.
And now I'm even more mad, right? And then from there, I'm like, I don't want to lose two. I need to get this back, right? And then you lose three. And if you lose three, then you're certainly you're all in that day. You're like, you know what? I know I have a $9 million account, but if I don't, I will blow it trying to get my loss back here today. Or you got a funded account, 2 losses, you're like, that's it. Screw this funded account. You know what? I've had it for a while anyway. I've done pretty well. Let's see if we can get the loss back. Any of you guys? Anyone ever get to that decision while you're in the process of revenge trading and go, you know what? Screw the account.
Yeah, dude,
I don't like this account anyway.
Oh,
You know, everyone, I don't care, man. We've all done this.
All, I swear, all.
Clubhouse, yep. I see you guys. So you say, I did it today. Yep. You know what? We had a great run with these XFAs, but who cares about them?
Yeah, man. It's not going to be an easy game, but your biggest challenge is being disciplined. You know, if you can do that, you'll win in this game.
Yeah.
Now revenge trading is key.
Yep. And
like
remember,
yesterday, I mean, like, huh?
Go ahead, John.
Like yesterday, like, again, not easy. Stuff happens. Yesterday, an Asian session, took a loss. London session, 1 pip away from TP, got break even. Took another beautiful trade right after that because it was logical and it was edge. Took a loss on that. Down red today. Back here again. Right? Would you have revenge traded after one of those losses?
Yep.
Would you have
3
managed one
sessions
emotionally?
deep.
Would you still be here today? Like, would you still be in this session, ready to look for the next best trade without being so focused on the outcome? Right? Like, could you do that stuff?
Or
There's
could
gonna
you
be a
just show
challenge
up?
here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, don't be mindset, man.
he literally takes it literal, right? Show up and look for the next best trade. I think if the clubhouse had some sort of a statement, it would be that. Like, what do? We're disciplined traders who our only goal is to show up to the next session and take the best trade according to the playbook. Like, that's like in a way, that's kind of like a shortened mission statement, right? To keep things so easy in the clubhouse. If you can abide by that code, by the way, I'm actually, Mr. V coming up in the game, he had what he called the 9 core steps. And they were like 9 core habits that if you just stuck to those, you would see success. And I think I've been brainstorming a little bit. I think I've got 9 core. I think I've got a 9 core for the clubhouse. So I'm actually going to make a video on that pretty soon on just some core principles that I think you should stand for while you're in your trading session. Core principles that if you just follow them, they're mindsets, you know, over anything, they're mentalities, right? So if you just stick with them and abide by them, then you will see success, right? So I want to make it very, very like easy for you to understand. So I think I'm going to make a video. We're going to title it like the I don't know, 9 core steps for becoming a profitable trader or something, but it's all mentality stuff. It's all mindset. And I really, once you guys understand all of it, you will have a much easier time in your day-to-day trading. Much easier time. And it's not like you don't know it. You just got to be reminded of it. Guilty? Yeah. I think all of us have done it, man.
Remember, the markets don't reward high IQ. They reward consistent discipline. So that's what you should focus on.
Yep. And like, as you know, I always like to think of these analogies, and like I love using golf, and again the Tiger Woods documentary. And the one thing I heard all of his opponents saying, and again, these are guys that should be well known right now, but nobody even knows them. They should be so well known, but they're not, because they played in the Tiger era, right? So where they did really good, Tiger just did way better. So no one even now they're just known as the guys who just lost to Tiger Woods, right? When they could have been just complete studs. But one thing that they said, all of them, was he just didn't hurt himself. He just didn't make mistakes, right? Yeah, he hit into the bunker. Yeah, he had a bad shot, right? Yeah, he lost a trade, but he didn't do any more harm, right? He set his, no matter where the ball lied, he gave it the best shot. Right from that point, he never tend to hurt himself. And I was thinking, like, what makes me profitable, right? Like, what keeps me in the game on this long-term run right now? And it's simply because I won't hurt myself, right? So just like they said, Tiger, it's hard to beat that guy because you need him to hurt himself, and you got to play your AA plus game. But he just doesn't hurt himself, so your A game won't even get it done for him. So if you could just not hurt yourself, right? If you could just avoid those unnecessary losses, those unnecessary mistakes like Tiger did. Yeah, he took a loss. He lost a trade. He hit it in the bunker. He hit a nasty shot, way off into the third cut, and it was difficult, but he took his time and he took the next best swing, right? He very rarely hurt himself on the course. So if you can stay away from hurting yourself, right? The markets are trying enough to do damage to you, right? You don't want to do any damage to yourself. So you ever see me get all like flabbergasted or emotional and just take stupid trades? Or just be like, you know what, I'm tired of waiting, guys. Let's just take this trade right here. Who knows, gang? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't, but I'm going to take it just because, I don't know, I'm tired of waiting. You guys ever hear me say things like that? Never. Never, never, never in your life, right? You can't pull it up. You can't bring it up, right? There's no evidence of it. So can you do that good of a job at keeping yourself safe, at not making any mistakes, or not dropping the ball in your trading? If you can do that, you're gonna win. There's no doubt about it. It may take a little bit of time, but if you could just avoid your own mistakes, you're well ahead of the game. Anybody like ping pong? I hate giving a point up. Like, when you're playing ping pong or pickleball and you can mess up and give that player a point. I hate that. I hate giving points up. So that's like in trading. You just give the market your money sometime, right? Like at least let the market beat you, right? I want Rafi to at least get one by me for him to pick up a point in our game. I don't want to hit a crappy shot that just gives him a free point, right? And that's exactly how it works in trading. A lot of times we just give the market free points. We could have avoided it. It was an unnecessary shot, unnecessary loss, right? We could have stayed away, yet we continue to hurt ourselves. So try not to hurt yourself, man. Try not to hurt yourself too much. Like Rafi says, stay out of trouble. What he means by that is, don't give up anything on your own, right? It's okay to take a loss. We took a little loss in Asian last night, and it was wild, but that's okay. It's just anyone that's going to revenge trade off of that and blow more money, that's where the downfall tends to happen.
It's not the loss that hurts, it's the way you respond to it, which will hurt or help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, true. It's not really what happens to you, it's more so how you react to what happens to you.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Gerald. Got my first payout.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
He's
that
too
makes sense
he was
to
just too consistent, and he had his
questions.
camera on. You know, if you turn your camera on in the clubhouse, you almost double your chance of success. You know,
Literally.
Mr. V would always talk about the front row seater, right? The one that sits in the front. I remember I used to go to these big speaking engagement events and whatnot, and I'd sit all the way in the back. And I'd be distracted about the guys, you know, in the sixth row. They're talking. The guy in front of me's got some fuzzball on his head, and I'm like, should I tell him about that, or should I, you know? And then now I'm looking at my phone because I'm all the way in the back, and I'm missing everything that the speaker's talking about. But then I heard Mr. V talk about, you got to be a front row seater. You got to be a front row seater. People who are hungry sit in the front row. There's no distractions up there, right? So I say, you know what? Let me try that out. It's very intimidating a lot of times to go sit in the front row. You guys ever been to like a comedy show or a seminar or anything like that? You go sit in the front. You're like, whoa. You know, now it's just you and the speaker. You know, the guy with the fuzz on the back of his head or the ear wax just hanging off his earlobe, or the other people in row 6 talking. You don't see them anymore. You don't hear them anymore. You're not distracted by them. You can't really just take your phone out and, you know, do whatever you want with it because now you're in the front row. So you got no choice to pay attention. So when I see the people on camera in Zoom, I go, those are front row seaters. No, it'll be no surprise when I see them taking payouts. So, Gerald, front row seater, baby. Let's get it. Congrats. No surprise. No surprise. Moving towards 8 figs, baby. Reading the book. Oh yeah. So the trade brewing. I like that. You can use C-Trader for some prop firms. Oh, for the US? I didn't know that. Damn, I actually didn't know that. I took the same fate as you in Asian. I lost twice as I entered again with the candle started to flip. Anything that could have done better? Yeah. So we were talking about potentially getting in 2 again. Where was that? Over here, right? So we were talking about potentially giving this trade a second chance, and we needed to see a candle close below the range here. So I think we were looking for that range right there, but this candle never closed below, so we let it go. So I think the best thing you could have did there was once you were stopped out originally and now price closed bullish, you just wait, you know, wait for another closure below, and if you get that closure, then you could take the sells. Other than that, you got to wait for the market to maybe move up and reset at the next level, and then you could look for it up there like we did. Sheesh, Goldie. Goldie melters. Man, I feel bad for those buyers. Literally 902 people were in buys, or what was it? Yeah, 902, and just haven't seen one move up since then. Just straight melter here.
I'm glad I wasn't in that.
1 hour looked oh so good, didn't it? You're like, surely we won't break that low way down there. Not a chance, right? But never say never. Wow, let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour coming to close here too. We might close back below the whole range.
We might.
These sells, gold may melt today. We got 3 minutes here, man. This actually might close below. I didn't realize how low we were on the 4 hour candle. Holy crap. 930 just melted. Just melted. We would have been in this had we had a top wick. But we had no top wick there. How are the sells looking? Great. I mean, phenomenal right here. The sells are looking amazing. Yep, that's why you gotta wait for the confirmation. New York session, price action been tricky. Asian been good. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, New York been a little funky for sure. For sure. There's actually been some decent. There's been some decent moves like outside of our session together. Usually like 11. If we don't take a trade, what I like to do like is if we don't take a trade here and I got time during the day, I like to let, like, let's say we get off at 11 o'clock. I like to let that hour go by. So the whole hour, like the whole 12 p.m. Hour. And then like if I'm still home, I like looking for trades around like 1 to 2. I feel like gold moves very nicely around 1 to 2 on certain days, right? Obviously setups have got to be there. But my trading for New York sesh looks something like this. It's like 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. I take like a little break and then come back and check it out at from 1 to 2. Some days. A lot of days. If I take a win here, I don't look at this at all. I just go and enjoy my day. But let's say we take no trade during this 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. session that we're together. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll chill out. I'll let an hour go by, and then if I'm still home, I'll come back and take a look at the markets from like 1 to 2. What's up, Vicky? How you doing? Is there any reason that you're using Top Step and not Top 1? I'm using them both, but there is a reason. Yeah, the main reason I'm still using Top Step, really the only reason I'm still using Top Step, is just so it looks clean on the stream, so we can mark things up and draw and use these tools or whatever. Yeah, just because it looks good. Otherwise, we gotta do it on Tradeovate. Start drawing with Tradeovate. I'll have to leave my Zoom stuff up if we were using Tradeovate. What's today? Oh wow, wait. John, tomorrow we got no stream, right? Or tomorrow
That's like next week.
Oh, next week.
Yeah.
What's up? What you gonna do?
Oh yeah, we're going to Atlanta,
We're
so
going to Georgia.
Wait, one going to Atlanta, one going to Georgia.
Are you sure that's not
same.
tomorrow?
I don't know. I didn't even know that.
Atlanta, Georgia.
It's,
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia.
It's next week.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so next week,
funny.
Wait, why is it the same if it's
Because
two different names?
Georgia is the
Origin.
state.
the state and then the city.
Atlanta.
I got you now. Okay.
Bro, that's what we have to deal with foreigners, bro.
Yeah, literally.
I've been there.
Georgia's the
Atlanta.
state.
I didn't know
Atlanta.
which one was the state.
The city in the state.
That's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
That was so funny.
next Friday there won't be a YouTube live stream. So we'll be in the clubhouse, just not YouTube.
Nick, I hope it's next week.
Yo, I think it might be tomorrow.
It
I
is.
gotta check
It's
with
next
Anna.
week.
You
Nah,
sure?
It's next week.
Wait. You guys
As you-
moving or going when? What time?
It's gonna be Friday.
Gonna go
So like
next week at this time.
yeah, basically Thursday.
Oh.
So next next week we'll do next week we'll have no Friday stream. No Friday. I thought that was tomorrow. I was about to tell y'all, hey, no stream tomorrow.
Next Friday, bro, we don't have this stream. We started the program over here. All these winners, man. I'm
Oh,
excited.
that's right. Oh yeah, that's actually good
Yeah.
timing.
Good.
Perfect timing
Yeah,
actually.
the
Let's
Elite
go.
Performance Edge. I already sent you guys a thing for you guys to kind of like personal assessment for you guys to go through it, and I will get you in the right step forward for us to get to work.
Let's get it. If you know, you know. Hi,
You know,
Nick.
you know,
I've tried
exactly.
reaching out multiple times on Discord with no answer. That probably makes sense. I only have about 747 unread messages on Discord, and they keep piling up every day. I promise. I go in, and then the very next day, it's too much. Now, the cool part is you got a live Q&A right here. So if you've been trying to reach out, email or Discord or Instagram, I think the best place to reach out is right here, man. Right here.
Yeah, March 19th.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, 4-hour closure, man. This actually does not look bad. Let's see that. Yeah, we got a wick here. We did close below. We're gonna obviously need some structure, so I'm gonna be looking for sells around like 51.72 here. If we can get some sort of like move up, we create that basically the same move we took last night. The second trade in Asian, we get a bit of a move up here. We stay below 72, and then if we can get these closures like this, then yeah, this looks phenomenal to keep coming down here today.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I like that. I'm waiting on it. Looks clean.
Exactly. Same here. See that 4 hour, Nick? Damn.
I know. I see it.
That looks really good.
All right, lovely. With that being
I was
said,
like-
give me a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, that looks good
Yes,
though.
sir.
Beautiful closure
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Looks really nice. I was like, if that 4-hour time frame closes above, I'm done for the day now.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, we would probably range the whole day.
Yeah, bro. If the markets give us that sell, bro, that'd be amazing. Love to end my day off with that sell. Would be great. That's great though. 4-hour candle closure gives us like a new bias, new read here a bit.
Yeah,
What's up, chat? How y'all feeling? Great to see y'all.
Done. Oh, hey, how are you, John?
Hey, how are you? Do I know how much the activation fee on Apex is? I don't. I think maybe it's like $150 though, I would guess. Yes, sir, Tommy. Same here, bro. Those are my favorite setups, really. Selling off resistance, buying off support, my favorite.
That's in here. Nice. PRP strat. Exactly.
Yo, chat, beautiful trades last night in London session too. I mean, the win, amazing. The loss, amazing. It is what it is. But beautiful trades all around. The W was in the execution.
Definitely.
What's up, Edward? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Magnus, that 30-minute salary too is like pushing in profit.
Bro, it looked so money for a sec.
It really did, bro.
Yeah, it came all the way up, broke the lows, but yeah, no push them, and that's okay.
It shows
You know,
us
it is what it is.
how random and uncertain of an environment we play in, for real.
Exactly, bro. It's like we had a 1-hour time frame onion, 4-hour at resistance, 15-minute breakout, and a 30-minute salary.
I know,
There's
bro.
no way I'm not executing on that.
Seriously.
Like the only thing I could like point out is maybe the volume time, but
yeah, but we've taken trades like after like 4.
yeah, definitely we've taken it at
times, and they
4:30.
played out great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really say much about it.
Just that randomness got us all goody.
Exactly, but that first trade, money though.
Oh yeah, yes
Like
sir. As long as the trade and
you basically hit CP. I mean,
I know, bro.
like, but it's,
Yeah. Trade hits TP but doesn't take me out.
bro, it hit my line. I'm
Yeah,
telling
bro.
you, all my life, it hit the line. It said buy limit.
I know it literally hit my line and didn't take me out.
But
if
it
I would
didn't
have,
take
guess
us
what?
out.
If I would have taken profit on that first trade, I would have never taken the second trade. Isn't that
Nah,
crazy?
what? Yeah,
The power
exactly.
of one pip, just because like one and done, really. But yeah, crazy.
But
bro.
it is
The
what it
power
is.
of one pip. I like that.
Power of one pip. The power of one pip turned my day into a break-even day to a double red day. Crazy.
Don't
Well,
worry,
yeah,
we'll
that's
make it
trading.
back.
We give you,
Yeah.
exactly. We give you the hard truths of trading here. What happens really? Yeah, Nav, man, you took 2 L's today too. You're in the same boat, yes sir, brother. All good, man. As a professional trader, what my mindset right now is very confident in making those losses back. You know, because we have a statistical reliable edge. You know, probability mindset. Over 100 trades, I know I'll win about 70 to 80 of them. So any losses I do take, I'll make them right back. You know, over those 100 trade sample sizes.
Exactly.
So that's like my mindset. You know, some people get afraid to jump back into the markets because they take some losses, and that makes a lot of sense when you're focused on the outcome, right? I'd be scared to get back in too if I was looking and stressing about my loss. But when you flip that thought into being more positive, like I have a trading edge that will statistically make my losses back, right? And you focus more on the process because of that. Now it's a much different response, you know, to the markets and different approach, right? So yeah, bro, you're in the same boat as me, and that's my mindset right now.
Exactly. W mindset. Yeah, told me that trade. I see. That was the same for me and John. Same. We had like TP 81.5. It come like 81.5 and we didn't get up.
Yep.
No, and it pulled back too fast to like get out, like after. But it was all good. Yeah.
Yep.
It's all good.
It happens.
It happens. It's not that we haven't tried it before. Let's say it like that.
Guess what? When you take loss in trading, it won't be your last loss. I'll tell you that. More losses
no.
are to come. That's why you got to stay disciplined to a system that can make losses back and make money.
Exactly. Like,
how else can you recover?
Exactly. If you really want to be a trader, you should prepare for things like that. You're probably gonna be there where you're like 1 pip from TP, 1 pip from and things are good are gonna happen too. Like 1 pip from stop and coming all the way back down, maybe. Right? So things like that it's good and bad. And you're gonna probably just prepare for thousands of losses throughout the journey, but also, thousands of wins, right?
Yep. Exactly, bro. That's why I really like to take the opportunity when the good losses do occur to practice discipline, to practice self-regulation, to practice emotional composure, to practice just overall being a good loser, right? As we know from that book, the best loser wins in this games, right? Losses are inevitable. We're going to take them. But how can you bounce back from them, right? Can you remain disciplined is the challenge. But that's what I like to do. I take it as an opportunity to develop the skill set of being a better loser.
Yeah.
Same thing with the wins.
Exactly.
No, Richard. Yeah, I didn't take the second trade in Asia. No, but that was a money trade.
It's crazy too. Like if you don't have the system, you can't like comprehend what John just talked about. He's like, that sounds good. It's another thing that just sounds good. But like if you don't have that commitment and you don't have the proof and the evidence and the data, you don't even hear what he's saying, which is crazy because what he's saying is like some of the craziest truth, right, to trading itself. And again, people without systems and they're just running around wild here, they don't have the ears to hear that. But I hope that falls on ears that can hear, man. I really do, because that's the secret, Again, what trade in the last 4 years did we lose and not get back?
Exactly.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So to sit there like after your loss and think, oh my God, I'm never going to be able, like, what? Of course you'll be able to get it back. You trade a system, don't you? A system? Yeah, a system,
Right.
So you gotta just stay tuned in tune with that.
Yep.
That's interesting that you say that, because that's what basically, in a way, kind of like I covered in the webinar last week. Systems, right? We have a technical system right here, but just to kind of like go back into what we just talked about, there are some guys that feel fearful to get back in if they take a loss, but there are some other guys that fear goes out the window. There's no fear; they just go harder and bigger, right? So you see what I'm saying? Like every performer has a different thing. Some of them have fear, some of them just the fear goes away. So systems, right? You need to have a system that is going to kind of like, in a way, is that inner system that we kind of talk about. And like just, Nick said, Johnny is talking about these things. Johnny has something that a lot of people don't. It's not different. I mean, he's still, it's a person like just like all of us, but he has an inner system that a lot of people don't have yet, right? He's being mentored by, our guy right here, so like he already has that. But if you have another 19-year-old, 20-year-old like Johnny, he doesn't have those systems. So if you put him into this environment, he's gonna quake, he's gonna break down. So systems is very important, gang. Don't ever forget that. If you have your technical system right here is good, you need to work also in the inner system, because we'll put it together. That's how you survive in this game, the long run.
Yep.
Long run, baby, long run.
If you don't have a
Spot on,
system,
bro.
then facts, bro. If you don't have a system, then you're in the perfect spot to learn.
Good news.
Facts. Good
news. Yeah, you're not alone.
We got a good system. Yeah, we got a good system, so you can learn ours.
Yep.
And it's not even ours, right? It's from the past greats as well. So
exactly,
learn from the past greats.
Yep. If you're gonna walk through a minefield, follow someone. There you go. There you go. Let's see.
Don't lead the way.
Don't lead the way. Don't
Yeah,
lead the
for
way. Is it a trade at 415? I think we looked at that one actually, the 415 one. It was okay. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Everyone like the stream for Spidey. Hey, if you guys can, give the stream a like for Spidey here today. Damn, bro, you got 1,000 viewers? I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing. Is that a lot or is that a little? I'm not sure, but yeah. 1,000 people? Yeah. Hey, man, there was a time where I just prayed that I could help one person. So there's 1,000 people here, a couple hundred in the clubhouse. I mean, I think every day we creep towards like 2,000 viewers. So we do this here every day in front of 2,000 people, man. Like, we've got the system. It's easy. It's just not easy to follow, right? It's easy to understand if you commit to it. It's just, again, most traders just can't, avoid those unnecessary mistakes from time to time. They go on a great run for a day or a week or a month, but boom, there it goes where the upset happens. So if you can just lock in on the system and choose to never deviate again, you're going to win. Like, I made a decision that this is what I do, right? Like, I'm not going to be disciplined for 2 years and then, think that it's just automatic wins at that point. Like, if you're going to be that 8-figure trader, you got to do what they do and you got to start today, and you can't, there is no, okay, I'm going to get serious and I'm going to go on a run for a month and see what happens. Dude, just go on a run for life. Right? How about that? Go on a run for life. If you're going to be a disciplined individual, then just be one. Right? And there is no, like, once I get, I'll do it till my birthday. Right? No. Like, just do it. Right? That's all you got to do. Just do it. What do I got to do, Nick? Just do it. 1K for live trading is a lot? Is it? Wow, okay. All right, I guess that's pretty good. How many likes, though? That's the question.
Don't try, just do it.
Don't try it, man. Just do it. Yo, Green, how does that happen? No lie, I'll be like, yo, guys, I'm going to have a sell stop. And all of a sudden, we're like 400 viewers. You guys call each other? Hey, you watching? No, I'm not. Get on there right now, bro. They got sell stops. Everyone runs to the stream.
Yo.
That's what they'll do, bro.
Oh, man. You guys be conversing in like other live streamers chats like, yo, TT's got the sell stop, let's go. You guys just run out of there. And then
just if like Telegram's channels or something.
Exactly. Everyone head to the TT live stream. Everyone starts running.
No, that's not funny.
Oh man. We do a little live trading. We've taken thousands of trades in front of you guys, man. It's been a blast. And I tell you guys how grateful I am for each and every one of you. The fact that we could do this together, to be together, to learn together, to sharpen each other up. I mean, it's an absolute dream come true for us to just have this environment here and have like-minded individuals to work with every day. And I'm committed to you guys. Like, I am committed. It's like a marriage where I am committed to showing up and helping you become great, because not only does it help you, but it helps me. I love serving people. I love pouring knowledge and education into people, so it's a win-win situation. And I just I gotta tell you, man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for having a backbone, for being willing to stand up for something, for fighting for your dreams, for basically telling the naysayers like, shut up, get out of my way, I'm moving forward. It's not easy to do that. I understand when you have friends and they're picking on you and they're not believing you and your family doesn't believe in you, but we believe in you, because we know that it's possible. So just hang around with the winners, hang around with the people that think in terms of it can happen, right? It's possible. And that same mindset and mentality will just rub off on you.
W, bro. Facts.
Yeah, W, man. Fire.
Friendly reminder, we love you guys and we want to see you succeed. And like, even if we say things that sometimes maybe you think are rubbing you the wrong way, like, and challenging your belief system a little bit, that's okay. Just know that I know what your goals are. Your goals are to become profitable traders. So I'm going to talk to you in somewhat of a locker room talk at times, because I know what your goals are. So if I see things that are holding you back, I don't want things to hold you back. I want you to win. So a lot of the times the things that held you back were the things that could have held me back. So if I can give you any sort of input, I think it goes to, just overall helping people in general. No one loves a good stream. Yo, facts. Facts. Yes, but man, if you guys have been listening and you've been learning and you've been studying, my goodness, I know the future that's ahead of you. So just don't grow weary in well-doing, for in due season, my friends, you shall reap the reward.
Fair, bro.
You shall.
We're doing things today to make us a success for the years to come, bro. Literally, we're planting the seeds.
Yes, we are.
Thanks, bro.
Go back to my Instagram story yesterday. We talked a lot about just planting the seeds, right? That what you do every day, the things that you do today, little do you know, are quietly building the person you're going to be 2 to 5 years from now. So pay attention to your thoughts, your words, and your actions today, because they will give you a life in 4 years, 3 years. And whether you'll be happy with that life or sad with that life, you can know it now based off the decision. So if you're making decisions that are hurting you, let's go. Look at where we are. We're in March. See this thing right here? Look at the whole year left. We got time, gang, but we're also running out of it. So you got the whole year left. So we got time, but time is ticking. We're right here in March. No need to slow down here. We got the full year ahead of us. If you've been making mistakes from, up until now, look at all this time that you got left to make moves. All right, lock in, baby. 90 days at a time. If you could set 90-day goals and go after them every single day, get a couple minor daily goals that ultimately hit your big 90-day goal, which if you hit that 90-day goal for enough 90 days, you're going to get your big overall yearly goal, right? So set the yearly goal, focus on where you need to be at the end of every 90 days, and then focus on the things that it takes on the day-to-day to make sure your life aligns with that 90 days from now. The good old 90-day
it's crazy
run.
that you say that, because this morning in the Mental Performance channel, I posted something similar. I didn't even see your post yet.
Really?
And I said like every decision that you make today is shaping the person that you will become tomorrow. It's just funny because I literally didn't even, look at your post, and now you say this, and I posted it this morning. Yeah, the question that people want to ask, it's just like, are you taking the action today that is building the future that you want to see? That's the question that you want to be asking yourself every day. This trait right here, this decision right here will get me closer to where I want to be, because you're creating neural pathways. So if you break your plan once, you break it twice, you break it 3 times, now you're breaking it often. So that's the question right there.
Yep. And that's good news, by the way. That's good news, especially if you're someone who wants to be in control. You got all the control, right? Your life I'll never forget, I was in Mr. V's car, and he talked to me about the seed and the harvest time. He talked to me about the work that's done over here doesn't get rewarded till you're over here. So it's like you plant the seeds down here, right? And then the crops begin to pop up later, right? There's seed time, there's harvest time. So what you do now, if you don't like your results that you've gotten up until this point right here, then guess what? That's good news, because you can change them. And you can change them very consciously and on purpose, right? So start making better decisions here today on, because in 1 to 2 years time, right? 1 to 2 years time, that will equal your life, right? So whatever you're receiving now is based off of the decisions you made back here. It just took a little bit of time to catch up. That's why you ever start eating really clean, but you're still like fat. You're still fat. You're like, what the heck? Is it even worth it? Right? And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, you're here and you go, whoa, look at me. Looking pretty damn good. I'm ready for the beach this year, right? Because it's not because of what you did right here. It's because of what you started to do along the way. So the same thing happens with money, finances, personal growth. It's like, what will you do from here on, right? If let's say this is a 2-year mark, 1 year mark, whatever, like, the thoughts, words, and actions that you start to develop right here is going to be the life that you live over here. Now, unfortunately, you're going to do all the right things, but you're not going to get any of the results here, right? Again, can you wait on it? Can you wait for those results? I mean, if you can't even wait 15 minutes for a candle to close, then chances are you're not going to be able to wait a year, right, to see abs or new shoulders popping out or a lot more money in your trading account or bigger payouts, right? So you got to learn patience in life. Patience is a virtue. So learn it apply it, begin to apply pressure without needing to see result, and those results will eventually come. Seed time, harvest time. It's biblical, man. It's in the scripture. It's old news, right? There's no new wisdom, gang. There's no new wisdom. It's all ancient.
30 celery cooking.
Yo, we're looking good. We're looking real
We're looking
good.
money.
You like the celery?
Yes. We got 6 minutes. 4 hour looks great to come down. Look at that.
That looks fire. The 15 is fire too. Resistance. 4 hour money.
Yeah, 30 looks the greatest here. 30 looks great. So we got 6 minutes for the closure.
Yep.
Back to back.
Oh yeah, right, Kennard. Yeah, don't jinx gold yet.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. We're not looking. We're looking for buys, aren't we? Yeah, we're looking for buys today.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for buys.
Sells?
You can close exactly like this here. I love buys. Gold.
Yeah, facts. For the wick fill.
Bump, bump. The big M, how we feeling? The big M.
The big M. What's up, man?
The big M.
Can you spill out your thoughts for those who fear to execute on their own setups and trust their own system? Yeah, I mean, the trader who, if you're fearing anything, you're just not, number one, seeing the logical data probably in front of you. So it's probably not a strategy problem yet. You're just you haven't really got the results, or you haven't collected the data. So it's just all about lack of data, lack of repetition. You know, again, what cures fear? Action, right? So the more you wait, the more you hesitate, the more fear begins to build up. So what you want to do is, if you see a good setup, just execute. When I had that fear, I pretended that I worked for a hedge fund, and I said, nah, you know what? They're watching me on the camera right now. They told me, or they taught me the system, and they gave me the money to trade with. So I have to take this trade. Otherwise, they're going to come in here and yell at me. So I just pretended that like somebody was watching me with a camera, making sure that I was executing on the playbook setups. Yeah. So again, action cures fear. So don't hold off anymore. Don't be afraid of the loss. And by the way, don't try and know if it's a winner or a loser before you put the trade on, because that's legit impossible. Right? No, none of us know whether or not we can have this celery line up in 4 minutes, and we can have a nice top wick and set a sell stop, and everything looks great. But we truly don't know, right, whether it's going to be a winner or a loser until we put that trade on and get the outcome. So fear not, my friend. You're trading probabilities. You have nothing to fear. Lower your size if you're a little afraid of like losing money, and just go for it, man. Just go for it.
Yeah, for real. I agree. And the best thing about that is that we don't even have to know what's going to happen next in order to make money here. We don't have to know the next outcome. So it's random results, it's random outcomes every single trade. Over time, it's pretty consistent, but we don't need to know what's going to happen next on this next trade here. This trade could be a winner, loser. We don't care, right? We're process focused. It's not just outcome focused on the next trade here.
Yep. Process, baby. Process long term. Process long term.
There.
Yep.
We're going to Georgia next Friday. Yeah, that's hilarious. We're going to Georgia? What are we doing?
If it was today, bro, you would have missed your flight.
No, I wouldn't have. Flights would be later.
No. Sure.
Imagine.
Your ticket has the date on it, so that would really.
I think I would have known that last night if we were flying out or not.
You're just like, oh, we have a flight here in like 3 hours.
All right, baby. Here comes our closure. We got 2 minutes. This is actually looking really good here. So if we can get this candle to close just the way it looks, then I could see price driving down, back down into 47 here. We can go break even at the wick fill, see if we can get that extra pump down into 46, 47, and that'll probably be the trade for me.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
What makes you
very nice?
What makes you think this isn't overextended? Like, what do you like about it?
Celery. 4-hour top wick, 4-hour low being broke. You know, so you got your 4-hour top wick. You're gonna break a 4-hour low now. The 1 hour is the overextended time frame for sure. 30-minute gives us celery. 15-minute gives us onion or whatever. So
Yep.
it's just sometimes that
giving us the onion.
yeah, like that one time frame is sometimes just gonna be a little off. And again, that's where you got to weigh out the probabilities and weigh out the risk and size in accordingly and whatnot. So
Yeah,
hopefully we hang
you're right.
tight here.
You're right too. The 15-minute gives us like fresh resistance too, so I do like that.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
It looks really good. Okay, bro.
All right, man. Let's see if we can line this up here. So, yeah. So basically, what this will look like is entry on the break of the lows. You got an option to go break even if you like at the wick fill. First TP will be down here at like 46, and then if this thing wants to run on the 4-hour, you could probably see like, sheesh, maybe even like 39, even into like 30 down here. So, yeah, we could get a big bleeder here. So. Let's see. Hopefully this candle can hang tight, close very similar to that, and then we can be off to the races. The guitar's going crazy right now. Yay.
Yeah, right.
9:30. No top wick. Otherwise, that would have been great.
Where are you gonna put your stops, Nick?
Stops are above the 4-hour high. So like 5170-ish, somewhere up there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's see. This will probably be like I'm gonna go like 10 MGCs, which is like one GC contract. So this is a pretty good trade. It's more like a B or an A. You got 4-hour breaking lows. You got 30-minute celery. Everything looks really good here. So let's see if we can get the little bit of a top wick here on this next 30, and then everything looks golden. Give us something here, Goldie. Give us something. Nice. All right, yeah, that should be good right there. So I'm going to have a sell stop here on the break of the low on gold.
Looks really good.
Break even at the wick fill. Maybe not even. Maybe not even break even at the wick fill. Maybe just let this run down until like 48 here.
Yeah, probably.
I think so, bro. I'm with that.
We should have volume too. Stops are going to be, so basically what the trade will look like is more so full targets, especially if that 4-hour wants to melt here, right? This is what the trade will look like. So stops up here, TP down here, and then I'd say partials sitting right here. Somewhere around this support.
Looks good. Yeah, let's see.
I'll probably do, partials and break even at the same time. So I don't think I'm going to go break even at the break of the low or the break of this wick here, but I will go break even probably around like 40, 47, 48.
Yeah.
But this is pretty good. This is B/A, right? Again, 4-hour bearish, breaking its own low, 30-minute celery play, 15-minute onion. So yeah, everything looks pretty good here.
Yep.
Really
If we could break the high one time, that'd be great. If not, that's not a big deal either.
Even better, yeah.
What am I risking? I'm gonna risk 1 GC, so I'm probably gonna risk about $1,000 here. On my live account, I'll probably risk like roughly 7,000, 8,000, 9,000,
Light.
something like that.
Yeah, just like
15 support, I actually don't really mind that much because everything else lines up, right? That 4-hour
Order
just
filled.
looking to drive down here. I don't really want to consider that 15 support to keep me out of the trade or anything like that. I just want to focus on the 30-minute and the 4-hour really driving down here. All right, Linda,
Yep.
we're in. So let's see if we can
Let's
continue to
see.
break the lows here. Yeah.
looks good.
Yep. Looks good.
Yes, sir.
What the business? Ooh-wee.
The pen is over.
Got slipped. I feel like people get slipped every trade. I think I might have got slipped too, like just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yo, we hear that every time. It's like I got slipped here.
Yeah.
Is stop loss too far? Not for me. Yeah, not for me. I'm actually going to be experimenting with a little bit bigger stops moving forward for the probably the rest of the year. So. Little slippy, all good. No worries, no worries. Breathe air.
Breathe air.
Don't forget to breathe your oxygen that's available to you.
Breathe air.
By the way, winner or loser, I don't care. Isn't that crazy? Doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that I put up here, right? That I executed here, that I did the analysis, that I made sense of it, that the 4 hour lined up with the entry, that the 30-minute had a playbook set up, that there was clean range to the left, that I have my stop loss, I have my partials, I know what I'm doing, right? All of it's kind of put in place here. So everything is looking spanchy here.
Sir.
All right, can we get our push? Can we get our push?
4 hours bearish.
We broke the low here, so this looks very good to continue down.
This looks money here. Money. That 4 hour time frame though. Whew.
Yep.
Let me
4 hour time frame. Trusting in that direction.
Yeah, exactly.
When the stop loss is too far, you lower your size. Yes, yeah, you can lower your size. Exactly. Lower the size and give the trade just an opportunity, right? A shot to actually, be a good winner.
Yep.
Bum. You guys can go break even if you like. We broke the lows, so it's up to you if you want to go break even or what it is that you want. But being that we broke that low, we should be good to continue now bearish, right? Broke the 4 hour low. Could take a little time, but overall it looks pretty good. Is there a 15-minute level? No, there's no 15-minute levels or anything like that. So, yeah, everything looks pretty good.
Yep.
One more push and you take partials? Yeah, let it rock. My stops are not at break even. No, not yet.
Nah, me neither.
If we can hit that yellow line here, I'll probably go break even there and close partials there as well.
Trades fluctuate.
Trades fluctuate.
They really do.
All right, give me a sec. While this plays out, I'm going to go get some more water so I don't have to stare at the candle the whole time. I'll be BRB. Yeah, BRB.
BRB starts in effect. Yeah, BRB starts in effect here, so hopefully that helps us here.
All right, cool. See you later.
Peace, bro. Yeah, we'll see.
Nah, we're back here, bro. I wanna stare at the candle then.
Yeah, I want to stare at it too. 5 minute looking good. Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can you move stops to current 15? Yeah, I mean you can, but I'm gonna keep my stops where they're at.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do anything until the candle closes.
Me neither. Yeah, you saw London too, John. It's like the same here. Trades really just fluctuate like that.
They do, bro. Right,
You
that's why
can't
you
do
gotta
much.
stay true to your logical plan.
Literally. Nothing to do about it.
Nope. Nothing. We know we can't control the outcome of this anyways, right? So there's no point of focusing on that or worrying about that or stressing about that because it's outside of our control.
Yep.
Nothing. Yeah, you can go break even if you want. Yeah, if you went break even, then you probably got hit there. So if you went break even at the break of that low, then yeah, you're most likely out. If you're still holding the stops, this looks phenomenal to continue driving down. So just give it some time.
Mm-hmm. We're also counting on a pretty big move. Look at that 4 hour time frame though.
I
It
know.
like has a wick to fill over there. So if that makes the move, you're gonna see the bleeder here in New York.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that looks good.
You're fasting. You
That's what
can't
I
drink
said before.
anything. All right. Well, you're fasting. You should have a nice, clear mindset right now.
That's why it's so important to focus on the charts over the P&L, because the trade fluctuates. So the P&L fluctuates. Your emotions will fluctuate, you know, if you're focused on that too. So
All right, lovely. There it is. That's
About.
right, Johnny Gems. Closing full there on my live account. Going break even on this. And yeah, that's it. That's the trade, mates. Yeah, I might close full here. 820 times 3.
Order filled.
I'm out of there.
close full, bro.
Lovely trade, gang. Lovely trade.
Yeah, I'm out.
W.
W.
I think we got
Yeah, I'm
84 pips. 84 pips. Great job. You guys can hang on to it if you like. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm out. I'm full.
What did I say in the beginning of the stream? I said I'm confident our trading edge will make our losses back. No doubt.
Yeah.
And it did.
Johnny Jens, you gonna end the day green?
I'm not gonna end the day green, but I'm ending the day much smaller red than what I was.
All right, we'll
'Cause I
take
took
that.
2
We'll
Ls,
take
so.
that.
But I'll take it, because guess what? There's Asian session, there's London session, and there's New York session. More opportunities to come before the weekend ends.
Straight facts. All right, nice trade, everyone. Nice trade. Beautiful job. If you guys got break even there, it's okay. You know, but that was the reason I didn't want to go break even. I could see a bigger run out of this 4-hour candle here. And again, us breaking those 4-hour lows really gives us an opportunity to at least get down into that first level, right, at 46. And if it wants to drive further, great. If not, you know, we take some money right there and call it a day. But yeah, I didn't really want to go break even here. It was just too close. You know, you don't want to go break even as you're breaking that 4-hour low. You want to give it a little bit of time to, like, you know, get busy after the break of the low. So yeah, good trade.
Yes, sir.
Good trade. Waited all dang
Nice.
day. All dang day. Little 5 racks on the live account. Now you down. Oh, let's go. Took the trade with you. Amazing. Amazing. Great job. Awesome. All right, lovely trade.
Lovely.
Yeah, let's talk about it real quick. Let's do a fresh little breakdown of this trade. We talked about why we set it up. We talked about what the reasons were beforehand. So let's kind of follow up on that and kind of see it in hindsight now. So the 4-hour. So 4-hour candle. We did a little fake out there, right? So we kind of faked out. Let me get rid of all the drawings here for just a moment. So if you notice here, we got a fake out on the 4-hour. So you had this range here. Price closed above it and then closed back below. And not only did we do that, but we closed even below this range here. So that leaves us with all this clean traffic coming down on the 4-hour chart, specifically this wick fill, right? So you get a 4-hour closure, you get a fake out up here, you get a breakout down here, which was very nice, right? And ultimately, you know, you wait for that top wick. So we waited on the top wick. The 1-hour was whatever, right? The 30-minute though. 30-minute gave us a beautiful top wick on that 4-hour. So you get that celery play. That candle right there creates that 4-hour top wick. This is the break of your 4-hour low. As I mentioned before we got into the trade, the 4-hour and the 30-minute time frame were the ones to look at here, right? Those are the ones that were giving out the information. So as we see, you know, I was kind of looking at this no top wick there, but after that wick was established, right? Entries go on the break of the low here. Just a beautiful move down. As you fill that wick, that's great news that you break the low, and then your first TP sits right there at 47, right? Well, as you come right into that nearest support level, and then from there, if you got rudders, you know, you can hold them down into like 31, which again would be that 4-hour wick fill there. So I think we could still drive down there. I did take my profits right here at that support, but if you guys want to keep holding, totally fine. You know, the way you manage it is completely up to you. But yeah, everything looked good. Any questions?
That was so money right there. Well anticipated too.
So good. Can we keep driving? That's the question. Yeah, nice. Nice job. 99 billion. Yeah, how do we mark this? This is a 30-minute celery play. So let me get back to my drawings here. Yes, this is a 30 celery. Yeah. Again, you could keep your stop, and I used to keep my stop here all the time. But I'm just learning a little bit more now that widening the stop just gives you an opportunity for that trade to play out a little bit better. I wasn't so aggressive on going break even, because a lot of times if our stops are right here, we want to go break even there because like, we don't want to get hit right there, you know. But if your stops are way up here, it really does give you the peace of mind to be able to manage trades a little bit better, right? So this is probably going to be like the way I'll mark it up. 30-minute celery play, break of the 4-hour lows, break of the 1 hour, 30, 15, all that good stuff. All right. Yep. Yeah, you don't want to go break even too quick or keep them stops too tight, because again, how many times are we're right about direction, but we got hit at break even, or we're right about direction and we get stopped out because like current candle high broke, right? So those are the reasons that we're leaving the stops a little bit wider now and just experimenting, right, and collecting data. Not only data on the trade results. See, that's the thing. But you know what I'm collecting data on? Peace of mind, right? Composure, right? Is my composure better? Are my emotions lower? Can I regulate better if my stops are wide, right? And I think that's kind of like one of the things we're sample sizing as well. How do you get access to the clubhouse? Just hit ! clubhouse and you'll find it.
I'm done, bro. One and done, man. I ain't going back in there.
Nah, hell no. I'm done here. 1 or 2 trades a day keeps the 9 to 5 away.
Literally, bro.
That's it.
Will. You know what it definitely keeps away? The over trading, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
1 to 2 trades a day.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm okay on that.
Over trading brings back the 9 to 5. Literally.
Yo, what a
go.
gem.
Right now.
Literally.
Guys, these are risk management
That's
tips.
a
here.
new one, bro.
What a gem.
Over trading brings the 9 to 5
brings it back.
Yeah, facts.
Over trading brings the 9 to 5 back.
But really, the 1 to 2 trades a day keeps the over trading away, and predefining your risk before entry keeps the over risking away, right? Don't ever not do both, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's mainly the reason people
True.
fail. Over trading, over risking. You solve that problem. It's a slight edge, you know. You separate yourself from the failure traders.
Exactly. Spot on.
Bro, I might have to hit the range today. Might have to hit
or
the
mini golf.
range. Or a little mini golf, yeah. Don't meet me there, but beat me there. Get in the clubhouse, yeah. Yeah, if you want to join, probably, and again, you know, I'm probably a little biased here, but one of the most professional, disciplined, patient trading communities out there. I mean, this is, again, I said it the other day, but the clubhouse, every day the clubhouse is beginning to look more and more and more like a true professional trading floor. And I love to see it. There's a lot of people that are really leveling up mentally. Obviously the technicals as well, but mentally is where the game is won. And you've got such an amazing group in there that is just literally lining it up and knocking it down day after day after day, building those strengths up, so that way, you know, a year from now they can literally approach the market and just take money from it like it's a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone liked the stream. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no more trading, gang. That's it. That was the move. You see how we took partials there? We're not really guaranteed this down here, so that's why I decided to close up shop right there.
That's a sniper exit, bro.
Yeah.
My name is Nick Stewart, and only great things happen to me. Only great things.
We didn't target that support for no reason.
Exactly. Yo, John, that was like, you see like here too, it was like 1 pip sniper exit. In London, it was like 1 pip, you know, and we didn't hit, but it could have been hit too. It's like
1 pip miss.
It's so random.
No, bro, it is.
Like we two talked about too. It's like,
Yeah.
It really is random.
It is, bro.
Yep. Just say something on self-mastery in relation to trading. I mean, that is trading. Trading is self-mastery.
Literally.
Let me repeat that. Trading is self-mastery, right? Most people think, and we talk about it all the time, most people think it's the system or the strategy, or a lot of you guys love the indicators and all that stuff, or you think it's the perfect entry and the perfect technicals. But I mean, look, the truth is, it is strictly a mind game, right? Like the strategy, the technicals, I say it all the time, that is legit the easy part. The hard part is mastering you, right? So can you stay disciplined when there's no setup? Can you stay disciplined when things are choppy? Can you stay patient, right, when there's no bottom wick? Or are you going to continue to follow your rules when you get emotional? Or are you going to be a little weakling, and start revenge trading or just start doing stupid stuff, right? Can you stay patient when nothing is happening, man? I mean, that's really what it is. Master thyself by being patient, being disciplined. You know, I mean, the market's going to test you all day long. The market's going to test your patience, it's going to test your discipline, it's going to test your ego, you know. And look, the guy who should be forcing trades and trading off ego, if there's anyone here that should be doing that, it should be me. Right? I'm the one that got 2,000 people watching. Right? I'm the one that should be trying to force a trade or, you know, stroke my ego a little bit. But you see me doing even less of that, humbling myself at another level underneath this pressure that we have here. Right? So again, the market will test you, and it will certainly test your ability to stay calm and composed under pressure. So think long term, my friend. The smart ones all think long term, and just start mastering the game from a day-to-day perspective. Don't chase, don't overtrade, don't over risk. You know, have a plan, right? Know how to operate. Know what your flaws are too. So a lot of people, they certain things just keep getting them, right? So like, again, you guys ever have that conversation with yourself where you're like, you know what? Screw this funded account. If it doesn't work here, it doesn't work. You gotta catch that before. Like, you gotta know what gets you to tweak. Like, if you ever talk to alcoholics or they were past drug addicts or past alcoholics, they know exactly what gets them to want, right? To desire that drug or desire that poison that has held them back for so long. So until they can see it before it happens, right? Like, they know, okay, let me not go to that party because, you know, Rafi, John, and Magnus are there, and those are the three guys that I used to drink with all the time. Let me not do that, right? So you see how that individual doesn't go to the party and then sit down with Rafi, John, and Magnus and then try and not drink, right? Because at that point, they're going to drink, right? But you see how he prepares himself before, he catches himself before the act. So that's really a lot of self-mastery too, is just, you know, catching your impulses and mastering them before they ever tend to hurt you, right? So conquer yourself, man. You are the mountain, like we talked about the other day. You are the mountain. The mountain is you. So, but look, once you control those emotions and your decision-making and your discipline, the market stops feeling like a wild, wild west or a crazy jungle, and it starts looking like opportunity, you know? And I want you to see opportunity. I don't want you to see a crazy, chaotic environment. I want you to look at it through the lens that I look at it, and all I see here is opportunity. And if I wait patiently enough, I know that opportunity will fall into my lap.
And let me add to that, man, because that's very valuable what you're saying here. Also, you know, it's like whenever you start mastering yourself, your whole perception of life changes, because you are going to be dealing with emotional situations in your life. You are going to be dealing with relationships that, you know, just test you at times. And this game is literally giving you the tools for you to not just become a better performer in the market, but to overall become a better person, which at the end of the day, that will give more impact to the world than, you know, just catching a pip here and there. It's just like you become an overall better person. And that right there is what we need, you know?
Yep. And, you know, the world outside will also cause you to crumble too, you know? So can you handle your outside situations and circumstances, because they will also put you to the test. And if you do something like trading, some of that stuff can rub off into your trading. Like if you're mentally struggling in other areas, that can start to rub off. So again, you got to stay composed and you got to understand what your impulses are, and don't let any sort of circumstance, right, get in your way when you know you should be making certain decisions and you're going to make a bad decision instead. Don't do that. Don't let anything in the markets or outside the markets seep into your trading and cause you to make, you know, just stupid decisions. Have I taken 2 trades in one live stream? Yes, of course. Not this year. I don't think this year I have. Yeah, good question though. But keep that in mind, man. This is a gem, right? Like trading is self-mastery. Like that's the game we're playing. So again, a lot of you guys are hoping that the new system or the new indicator or the new strategy is going to help you, but nothing will help you until you help yourself internally. All right? So work on it, baby. Work on it.
Exactly.
All right. What else? What else? Anything else here today?
Bro, one question. Now
what? Now? Now what? What now? What now? Now what?
I'm on to Asian session.
On to the next.
Same here. Or maybe Asian, but at least London.
Yeah, you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. I got some assessment that I have to go through for the guys in the program, and just get ready for Asia session and have some gems, and then I'm showing up for London. I don't know what you're gonna do, Magnus, for Asia, but I'm showing up.
Okay, now you're pushing me, bro.
Hey, yo.
Me and Rafi will be there in London session.
I see you there, John. You know.
We'll see Magnus in London session, and then it's gonna be a great Friday.
That's gonna be
Maybe
good.
Nick
too, bro. If I wake up, you just wanna. I'm just waking up there. That's like I gotta do my morning routine then. Set it up there.
How about this, bro? As soon as that Zoom link's out, I'll give you a ring.
Yo,
Okay,
Clanky said it.
do it.
See you in Asia, Magnus.
John, do
The
it.
clubhouse putting pressure, not just me now.
Maybe I'll actually pick up, John.
Yeah, bro. Magnus gonna be sleeping. His phone's gonna ring. It's gonna be me. I'm like, Asian time, baby. Let's do it.
Jakes, where's the picture at?
Yeah, right, bro. Where's that pic? Maybe we'll see Nick in the London session for this fun Friday.
John, just stop. What are you doing? What are you doing out here, bud? What are you doing? You're talking
Friday.
crazy, man. I think you need some sleep.
Hey,
I think you need
Taking it
some
too
sleep.
long now. Too far.
Yo.
Enough
Nah,
with that.
that's funny. Yo.
Oh man.
Sorry, bro.
All right. Any last minute questions? Let me just scan through the chat real quick. Let's see. Anything good? I just signed up for the clubhouse, or I did sign up. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Quiet Record Media. W. Glad you're enjoying the clubhouse. This week has been a little choppy. Do you agree? Yeah, a little bit choppy for sure, man. For sure. What do you mean by help yourself? Help yourself. I mean, when it comes to self-mastery, I think you're talking about. Yeah, I mean in the most simplest forms, like know what you want. So understand your why. Understand why you're doing what you're doing. What's your goal? And then build some like daily non-negotiables around that goal, right? So that way it keeps you steady. Try and journal everything, all the trades, all your life in general if you can. But trading, definitely journal those. And yeah, just literally create systems, gang. I've been screaming this forever. When you create systems, discipline and all that becomes extreme. Like decision making becomes extremely easy, right? Because all you know is I gotta just follow the system. So when I get off of trading, I do this, or when I start trading, I do that. So try and do it like I do. Same hours, same setup, same playbook, right? Less randomness. I think that's the biggest part. Is like people just do things randomly, right? It's just very random. You want to be specific. You want to have systems aligned with what it is you're trying to accomplish. You don't want to leave your goals up to randomness or your life up to randomness. So yeah, I think the big thing is find out your why and then really develop some daily non-negotiables that can that can get you there a little bit quicker. Yeah.
Yep.
And don't be a little sore loser, red days, no trade days, winning days, they should all just be the same. Keep it very straightforward, stay very composed, understand that trading is going to literally expose all your weaknesses. So if you're impatient, it'll show. If you fear things, it'll show. If you got a big ego, it'll show. If you're greedy, it'll show, right? So let trading bring that stuff out so that way you can work on it. A lot of us are greedy and we're fearful and impatient. We don't even realize it. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm like, really? You just yelled at your kid for no reason. No, it's like you're very impatient without even knowing it. So trading brings all that stuff to the surface, and it allows you to understand, hey, I need to work in that area. I need to work on that area. I am pretty impatient with trading, and it makes sense why I'm pretty impatient with my kids, right? So once you begin to spot some of your flaws, that's when you can begin to work on them, right? And again, that realization is something so powerful. I can't even put into words, right? But yeah, just keep leveling up, try to do the best you can, and create systems that are going to allow you to move forward where you don't have to think it too much, and you don't have to leave your life up to randomness. All right.
Fire.
Yeet. All right, I think we're done. So here.
One and done.
My job is completed. Okay, gang. Love y'all. I hope you guys have a great day. John, Rafi, Magnus, thanks for being here. And thanks for the commentary. It was a great,
Always a pleasure.
great trade,
Thanks,
great
man.
opportunities. Everyone else, we'll see you guys back. If you're not in the clubhouse, come join the most profitable, patient, and disciplined traders in the space. We'll be live for Asian session tonight, last Asian session of the week. And the rest of you guys, have a great day. Enjoy the night, and we'll see you guys back here in New York session. Yeah, Friday. Let's wrap this up pretty good
sir.
tomorrow,
Have a great day,
and
everyone.
we shall head
Peace.
into the weekend. All right?
Don't
Love you
forget,
guys.
stay out of trouble.
Peace,
Yeah.
peace.
Get it.
Blessings,
Peace,
my
boys.
friends.
God bless.
Speed this up. Speed that up. Yeah, speed that up a little bit. All right, y'all. Blessings. I'll catch you guys in the next
Treat it
stream.
like that, remind me.
Later,
If you
Jesus.
looking for it,
Peace.
you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go to the devil, get behind me. Pray, throw it up. Can't throw it up. Break bread with my people, we gon' pull it up. If your price too high, you ain't been blowing up. If you ain't had a weed, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Yeah. Ooh wee. My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick and vitamin, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Shh, don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands. Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Yeah. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah. Ooh wee. I was. Ooh wee.
I've been thinking about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10, work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props, cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real.
Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh wee. I was. Ooh wee.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them struggle or just make do. Never satisfied, and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flip, the way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them struggle or just make do. Never satisfied, and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a short stop. Every song go, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Pairing in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting it, when exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted, then we got it is. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them struggle or just make do. Never satisfied, and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
Rain on me,
veins, in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, tell me that. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash, if I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash, when he coming back, what's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat, carry earth. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Don't go back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Now what are we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do for you, I can't do for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we up, following God, I'm making it out. Rain on me, rain on me.
Help me grow, I couldn't do this on my own.
You came into my eyes.